All right. We better go live. Oh my gosh, I'm running so late. I'm like a whole hour late. Think of all the pokey sales that could have been. That could have been tens of pokey sales. Wow, look at this, guys. We're still going through the breakthrough box break. You know, it started really fast. You know, it was moving very quickly, and then it kind of fizzled a little bit. But we're about halfway done with it. Let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, we're exactly halfway done with it. So there's half of a box left of this beautiful, I would argue, nearly vintage. I mean, I don't know what the exact definition of vintage is, but it's definitely... What? This music, hold on. All right, sorry about that. I'm playing a new soundtrack, and that just kind of popped right in my ear. All right. So anyways, yeah, we just kind of slowed down on that breakthrough box, but here I am again, and I don't know if we'll finish it in the daytime stream, but, you know, if it gets about a quarter done, the other quarter might go by the nighttime stream. What's up, Cash Money? What's up, Gil? It's Vintago. James Trimble, hi. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, card collectors? What the F? I guess this is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Oh, wow, I haven't heard this in so long. You know, I heard this song a super long time ago. I was dating a totally different girl, and she played this, and I watched it, and I thought that it was terrible. It's an odd memory. All right, we got all these slabs on the table, but obviously it's not it's not the card you want. You know why? Because it's not Charizard. All you guys want is Charizard. You go get the good slabs, mister. Here's a Richard Silver with 30 bucks. I'm going to put this away now. Did Michael spend this? I don't remember. All right. We're playing some Nintendo Wii music today. OG Bops is here. What's up, OG Bops? How is it going today, guys? It's another great day to build your Pokemon card collection up. That's what I've been doing pretty much nonstop. Man, I should probably be making larger payments against my new home because the interest rate is 7%, but I just can't stay away. I love the cards, man. We want Charizard. Speaking of Charizard, didn't we actually add one? We added a Charizard. This is a Charizard that doesn't sell super quickly, but I think part of that is because people don't appreciate him very well. Here it is. So here it is, Pokemon Charizard add back from Shiny Star. It's actually a 3-year-old card almost. Look, 2020. So it's actually kind of gotten older over time. I don't think that the population is too large on this. You want me to look it up real fast? Why'd they call it Pokemon Scrap, I wonder? I don't feel like it's scrap. It's just, it's an insert is what it is. It's a Pokemon insert. So let's look it up. This would be Pokemon Scrap. Okay, 2020, Pokemon Scrap. And we're going to look up Charizard now. Here it is. So there it is. Gigantamax Charizard 4 points and Gigantamax Charizard add back. You ready on this? Watch the population. Population of 5 and 17. So now that's not going to be the final population on this card. Obviously, the final population will end up being larger because there's more of them out in the wild that just have not been graded before. But yeah, I mean, nobody took the time to grade this, and so it's just not owned by many people. And the older it gets, the lower that population will be. You know why? Because people will store it away, and it'll get scratched, and it'll get you know, used and abused. It'll get thrown in the trash can, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if everyone keeps their inserts, but I did. I thought that right away. I considered this collectible right away. You know why? Because look at this. It's numbered. It's number 6 out of 24. This is a collectible card. Features Charizard VMAX. So I, of course, could not throw this away. And here's the deal. Maybe like 5 years from now, when nobody remembers Shiny Star, they're going to look at this card and be like, wow, that's a very unusual Charizard. So here it is. Look at that. It's got an image of the 2 cards on the back. Or not cards, video games on the back. That's going to be some nostalgia factor right there, in my opinion. And yeah, look at that. Expansion pass. It must be talking about the DLCs. So this is an insert. It's an ad. And yeah, it's very fascinating. Anyways, that's Pop 5. I'll write that on the card so you can see it. Pop 5. Very rare, actually. What will the population be 10 years from now? Probably higher than that, but it might only be like Pop 100 by then. Who knows? All right. Well, you can't even see that writing. You can't see it. It says Pop 5, but you can't see it. What is this music? Mario Super Sluggers for the Wii. Okay, that's cool. Let's see if there's any orders today. You guys think it'll be a slow day? Today's, what is it? Is it Thursday or Wednesday? It's Thursday? Man. Joey Barton's in. He won 1 live and 1 Evo. What's up, Joey? Zorark. I'm sorry, Joey. You know, Joey, you open a lot of these custom booster packs. I really appreciate that. We got to get you another bonus. What's a nice bonus for Joey Barton, huh? Joey Barton, I got bonuses coming out of my ears right now. Set for pack break via Zelle. Thanks, man. Let me pick something out for you, okay? I don't want to give you the farm, but I want to get you something. This is pretty cool. How about this? How about this Slowbro? All right, that's for you, Joey. It's a Slowbro 9. It's kind of like 20 bucks, right? So it's like you didn't lose anything. He might be worth more than 20. Can I be Joey? No, only Joey can be Joey Barton. Give him junk slabs. Well, you know, that was a $20 pack he opened. But of course, that $20 is meant to pay for another slab in the box. But anyways, I just want to show my appreciation because he opens so much of those live customs. He really keeps them moving. Now, Evolving Skies. If you're lucky, this is Umbreon. Maybe I should have opened this first. No, it is cold. If it had been Umbreon, I would have been like, give me my Slowbro back. You're not having bad luck. You're having good luck. All right, Joey Barton. Master Joey. 2015 was 10 years ago. So are you saying Breakthrough is 10 years old? I mean, I feel like that's basically vintage. It's 2 generations ago now, right? XY era was 2 generations ago. Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. Actually, I guess you would say it's 3 generations ago, isn't it? Yeah, 3 generations ago. Wow. Yeah, I mean, in my mind, it's vintage. 100% out of print, for sure. Cheese is trying to say we're living in 2025. Bye, says Cheese. I mean, 7 years ago. Oh, stop messing with me, Cheese. Adrian Weiland says, hey there, I have a bag, and I ordered my first bag 1 year ago. I want to ship it to Germany in a few days, but I also want to order some more packs in 2 or 3 days. Is that fine? Greetings, Adrian Weiland. Mr. Adrian, there's like a 100% chance that your bag was confiscated and all the cards were taken out of it. I apologize. I don't know how much time you spent with us when you first opened cards a year ago, but the rule has always been, even as far back as 3 years ago, the rule has always been that any bag that stays on this table untouched for a full year is considered abandoned, and so it gets dismantled, and those cards get put in the Pokebreads or something. So you very likely don't have a bag. Now, that being said, I'll go looking for it, but I can almost guarantee you it's not there if it's a year old. The only reason it would be here is if it wasn't truly a year old. Aaron, I just pulled a Rainbow Rayquaza. Adam. And that's true for all you. Oh, man. So it's not a year ago. You still got it. Look, see, you're good. All right, you're good. Here it is. This says Maximilian Herbig. That must have been a friend of yours, right? Is that what's going on? This says Adrian Weiland. Yeah, this was not a year ago. This was actually recent. Oh, look at that. Cool, man. You're good. Adrian, since you touched base, I'm going to update your bag now, okay? So all you got to do is stop in and say hi and say, hey, update my bag, and I can do that for you. It's bags where you stop communicating for a full year. Those get repoed. So say 123 there. That'll protect you from a full year. There we go. All right. Send in some orders, Adrian. We need more orders. Sergio Espinoza, long time no see. This is a SLAB-AWAY payment for Sergio L12. Wow, that is a huge payment. Sergio, I appreciate it so much. Glad to see that. You're right. I haven't really heard from you. You used to be here like every day, opening all these cards. Let's see. Sergio Espinoza. Maybe the SLAB-AWAY kind of gave you a new purpose. Ah, here it is. So you had a late Mewtwo, but it's basically not late now, right? So you sent 325. Okay, cool. So you have 325 remaining then. And what I will do for you, Sergio, I'm gonna give you a month back actually. So October, we're gonna say you put it into SLAB-AWAY in November, and we're gonna remove the late. There we go. Oops. I think I just accidentally do something. Oh yeah, I did. Gotta put you on a fresh line. Oh, damn it! When you hit enter, it stops the editing. Here we go. There we go. That's what I meant to do. There we go. All right, you're good, Sergio, and thank you so much, man. Jordan Estrada, 1V Star Universe Snipe, and ship my bag. And ship my bag. Telling me to like the stream makes me not want to like the stream. Yeah, that's an interesting psychological thing, isn't it, Cheese? I feel the same way. When someone tells me to do something, I just feel like doing the opposite. It doesn't matter what it is. They could even tell me to do something that's good for me. They say, go see your doctor and make sure you're healthy. And I go, now I'm definitely not seeing my doctor. I hate being told to do things. The rebellious spirit or something. I don't know what it is. Mister, is base set a light pack? So it weighed medium. That means it didn't weigh the heaviest weight, but it also didn't weigh in the group that was the lightest weight. So maybe there's a chance for the hollow. The last two medium packs were both light. But we've priced it. I've based my price off of what I want to sell a light pack for, okay? So it is a light pack price anyways. And that's how it's been the whole time. If we did an actual heavy pack, it would cost quite a bit more to get in there. Probably it would cost $70-something a spot for a heavy pack. So a heavy pack would cost a lot more. Because you're playing for a chance to pull that Charizard, you know? The Charizard, he's probably worth like 3, 4, 5,000. I don't know exactly what it is these days, but he's a real expensive card. So you're playing for a chance for that if it's a heavy pack. All right, here it is. Jordan Estrada. Mr. Jordan. Now, the truly light packs, I'm sending those off to grade. I think that's the best way to get the value out of those. We want to grade those light packs. Now, Jordan said to ship, too. I'm sorry. Let me grab that, Jordan. Jordan, by the way, you did snipe there. Mister, you should stop giving away free ones, says Octane. Now, why do you say that, Octane? All right, let's see. You don't like free ones? Oh, the cost of shipping went down. That's interesting. Maybe because Christmas is officially over. Cost of shipping went down by like 90 cents. That's pretty good. It's like $1 cheaper. I'll take all of Octane's free ones. I don't like Octane in Apex Legend. Apex Legend. I never played that game. Reverse Psychology. I'm just trying to get more free ones. Oh, okay. Oh man, you telling me not to do it makes me want to give lots of cards away. Is that what you're that's you thinking what happened? You can't tell me what to do, Mom. All right, what do we got here? Oh, that's nice. What else do we got? Try to find you guys a nice card here. Here's a 10. Here's two 10s. So we got Rayquaza and Volcanion 10. Those are nice. Trying to get you something that isn't Tops and isn't Cardos, you know what I mean? Because we got a ton of those two things. Okay. Brad Bettle, finish my Typhlosion SLAB-AWAY, looking for something else to SLAB-AWAY next. We'll be looking around. Thanks, mister. Brad, I'm in the middle of moving, but I want to update that. Excuse me. I want to update that channel soon, but we are in the middle of moving. Okay. So, and what that means is right now I'm not having access to some of my cards because they're like between houses. So when we're done moving, it'll be very easy for me to update that channel. By the way, Cheese, while I do agree with you, the YouTube statistics show that people like the stream more if you tell them to. Oh, interesting. Brad Bettle. Mr. Brad. Brad, what that, Cheese, what that means is you're special. It just means that you're one of the tenacious or whatever the word would be. All right, let's go find Typhlosion. What I mean is you're a rebellious spirit. You're a hippie. You can't tell me what to do. I'll do whatever I want. Cheese, what I'm trying to say is you're brain damaged. All right, let's find Brad Bettle's card. Here it is. Ooh, that's nice, man. Thanks, Brad. Cheese just means you're one of the people who probably ought to see a doctor. When are we getting the pipple emoji? Oh, yeah, pipple emoji. Here we are. I don't know if TikTok knows my search history or something, but it gave me a pitbull video today of a pitbull that had broken into someone's like chicken coop, and it killed like 23 chickens. There was just blood everywhere, and the dog's face was covered in blood. It was a pitbull. Here we are. Thank you, Brad. The owners were all like, oh my God. TikTok knows everything about you. Look at the first edition Charmin and PSA 10 you have real hard. He's a good one. Yeah, and you can, you know, you're always free to look around and see if he's gotten cheaper over time. Sometimes they get cheaper, sometimes they get more expensive. Funny thing is, when they get more expensive, people generally don't tell me that. They just put it into SLAB-AWAY. Usually they'll let me know if it got cheaper. Oh yeah, add the pipple emoji, mister, I sent you. All right, give me a moment. So how did you send it to me? You sent it to me in Discord? Because Discord doesn't let you just download it anymore. You gotta use some trick to obtain a, here it is. Copy message link. Let's open original. Save image as. Oh, cool. That one's actually letting me save it as a PNG. That's very interesting. Did you do something to cost that? All right, so the bulldog will be called Cupcake. And then let's go in. We need to get into my actual YouTube. China knows, mister. Yeah, I sent it as an image. Very cool. I think it's under monetization. Doot, 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 doot. Scoopy doopy doop, doot, 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 doot. Membership levels, default perks. I think it's under default perks. Here's emoji. So now we gotta get rid of an emoji. We get rid of oh my dog, haunt you, evil chew, bulba butt, cozy snug, angry tar, joy car, butt, snipe chew, raffle ditto, spankies, badoof, eye scarp. Ooh, there's two magic carp. So there's eye scarp and the joy carp. One of those should go away. Which one do you guys think it's worth? Oh, I can't speak worse. Eye scarp or joy carp? Wow, is that song famously featured in today's TCC short? What? Net you the prices for the base set packs. Let me know if that's in your ballpark. The joy carp? Okay, let me replace joy carp. Okay, we got Cupcake. Okay, I'm hitting the save button. Oh no, I'm getting the image aspect ratio must be 1:1. All right, so it's not working, Cheese. You need to make sure when you send it to me, it's got to be a perfect square. So you can do that in most editing software. I think even, actually, I wonder if I wonder if I could do it. Well, I'm gonna let you do it because I'm gonna run the stream, but it needs to be 1:1, which means it needs to be a perfect square. Okay? Cheese says Mike's side, fix it. Also, I believe I have a sound effect to download from Mr. Mike's side, don't I? Hold on, let me download it. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully. What?
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
No. Oh, I couldn't do that one. I've heard that sound effect too many times. But how about this one?
Ash, this is bad. Pikachu has pokey rabies. We're
So-
gonna have to put him down.
So I have been working to find another sound effect for you guys. And this one is Pikachu has pokey rabies. You ready for it?
Ash, this is bad. Pikachu has pokey rabies. We're gonna have to put him down.
Good night, sweet prince. Oh no, it's not very effective. God damn it, stay down, Pikachu.
That's Pikachu has rabies. I'm saving that one. We love Joy Carp, says Tibby's. Just sent 25 for Here Comes Team Rocket SLAB-AWAY. All right, you got it. Let me put it to the side. Get rid of Controller Chew or Charizard. Get rid of your mom. I sent you a message in Discord about doing business on the Charmander, just letting you know for when you get to it. Okay, hold on. Let's just go see this. Mr. I'm looking at the Charmander. Would you allow me to slap it away for 1K? If it's true that there's one for sale and buy it now, and it's for $1,000, and it's not being sold by some guy in Malaysia with 10 feedback, then yes, I will price match the eBay buy it now. So let me go grab it out of the expensive box for you. I'll show it off. Where's Brian Diaz? I need him to go deep on some hidden fates. Here it is. Yep, that's a very solid pick. Very solid. But mister, the guy in Malaysia is trustworthy. Yeah, I mean, actually, there probably are some cases where there's some guy in Malaysia and he's actually a Pokemon card collector, and he's probably very frustrated because people are probably always suspicious if they try to have to buy it from him online. Here we are. Ba-boom. So this is, you're saying there's one for $1,000 on eBay. If that's true, I will match this, okay? I'll match that price. And yeah, let me set him aside for you. Yeah, he looks very nice. There it is, looking very clean. All right. So, let's get that music playing again. Do, 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 do. Anthony Matkovic. This is the payment for, this payment is for shipping. I added an extra 5 if you can just take a look at all the contents in my bag. Just wanted to see what I have so I know it's being shipped. Phone number is blank. I'm living in Canada. All right, let's get your bag. You think that's the best Charmander slab? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's the first edition base set Charmander slab. There's like other slabs that are more niche, but I mean, that's going to be the standard Charmander investment slab if you think about it. Okay, so here's what we got. You get the Holo, Pikachu, Passimian, Gossifleur. Ooh, another Holo. Another Holo. Oh, you liked these, huh? All right, that's your bag, Anthony Matkovic. That's going to be an international label, okay, guys? So this is going to take a minute. Because first I start stamps. That's the software I'm using for the labels. And it needs to be restarted every 3 days if you're shipping international, that is. International requires you to reset the software so they can get the latest prices. It's weird because it seems like the domestic was updated automatically. All right. Be nice if we'd already shipped to you, wouldn't it? Anthony, Matt, nope, we've never shipped to you. All right. So you did provide your phone number, though, so that's good. That's what we need. Let's log in. Can you please bark? Rawr, rawr, rawr. Log in. Is there a place to view slabs you have for sale? Yeah, so I have a Discord server channel where I list some of my most expensive slabs for sale. And you can go look at those if you're not seeing any on the table that you like, because the ones on the table are the cheaper slabs. And the really expensive ones go into that channel so that they're viewable all the time. Why, Mr. Why? Okay, oh, didn't mean to hit that. Hold on. Mr. Anthony, I have your address now. International labels are such a pain, dude. Okay. Hope you guys all had a great Christmas. New Year's is upon us. Is tomorrow New Year's Eve? I don't even pay attention to these things, honestly. It's hard for me to keep track. You know why? Because every day is a work day for me. And when every day is a work day, you don't really think too much about what's going on that particular day. There's really only one thing going on, and it's work. You know what I mean? Get the phone number here. Oh, Canada. Can you believe how much it costs to ship to Canada? It's unbelievable. You guys are just like literally north of us. You think it'd be very cheap, actually. I'm sure it has something to do with it being international, and I don't know, man. Wow. Maybe it gets flown to you guys. Maybe it doesn't get driven. Okay, I'm maxing out the weight. And now we're printing a label. Yeah, you'd think it'd be real cheap to ship to Canada. So I call it a kid's toy to help with fees. Okay. Print. There we go. Mister, I received my bulletproof package. Thank you. Sounds good, man. All right, I'm back. Ban this bot. Yeah, Dakota Burns, you can't do that, man. There's a pretty strict rules about advertising. We don't want everyone coming in here and just using the chat to advertise, okay? So to make it fair for everyone, nobody advertises. You can always reach out to me privately about some kind of advertisement or collab or something like that. The problem is if people were allowed to advertise, what would happen is people would come in and they'd be like, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, follow me on eBay, follow me on YouTube, follow me on TikTok. Our comment section would just turn into some guy spamming that, you know what I mean? And not just one guy, but everyone would feel kind of like, oh, well, he's doing it, I need to do it. So, you know, you're not supposed to advertise. That's our rules. The rule on advertising, by the way, the mods are trained to automatically ban anyone who advertises. There's no, like, explanation necessary. We're not required to tell you anything. We just, poof, you're gone. Brad Bettel, shipping from iTyphlosion. PayPal address is correct. You got it, Brad. All right. Ooh, okay, let me log in. It looks like I'm shipping you for the first time, too. Hold on, guys. The Nightbot told me to spread my cheeks. I didn't know what to think. Gotta pay for advertising. Man was 10 minutes asking you to bark, then advertise it. What was he advertising? You know, he's just advertising social media. All right, Mr. Brad. Mr. Brad. Here we are. Okay, I've got your address here. It begins with the number 2. I'm plugging it in. Let me get your email. So we get your PayPal email. That's where you receive the tracking number for the item. My system saved your address, so next time it uses the same address. That means if you guys move, you got to tell me if you move. There it goes. And let me mark this as expensive. Show us feet. You couldn't handle my feet. It's so beautiful. I'm not here for the free ones, says TJ. Oh, I need to say another thing. I'll be buying lots of expensive slabs on SLAB-AWAY. Awesome. I think it's a nice method. It's similar to being able to use a credit card, except instead of a credit card, by using SLAB-AWAY, your credit card remains empty. So if you have an emergency, like a car emergency, you know, you can just be like, well, my SLAB-AWAY will end up being canceled. Whereas on your credit card, that's nice and empty, so you can take care of your car and not have to worry about it. So I like offering it as a service. Let me toss you a little free one real fast. What'd be a cute free one for you? Here's a little free Mew. Actually, you know, if this grade of 10, it might be worth something. Because people love Mew. And here's a little Shelder. Now, this is actually pretty rare and old. That's my girlfriend's favorite Pokemon. Mew? Yeah, Mew's... A lot of people like Mew. I like Mew. I got that Southern Islands Mew. That's for me? Yeah. You bought a big expensive card for me and you're just shipping that one by itself. I'm going to toss you 2 free ones. All right. Thanks, man. I like to hand out these poker cards and the old maid cards all the time. I think they're very interesting because I think they have a lot of potential if they grade 10. So it's a nice giveaway. What is this music? Skip! We have an order for James Trimble. Good day. Let's do 4 poker cards and 2 V-stars. Okay. I like the unique cards. Me too. I like the cards that are not just the main series, TCG, the latest one that's just come out. There's just so much of that out there. So I like the weird stuff. It is because Mew's a furless floating cat. I have a bag. Damn, Mr. Hand me out cards for trading with you and doing business. Oh, let me get you all the cards. Here's Mew. And Zoroark? If I handed out free ones all the time, then it wouldn't really be a handout. It would just be considered an expected part of your purchase. See, so it's got to be handed out in a limited way, so that it's a special thing. You know what I mean? But I try to help people, especially if they go deep in the live customs and it doesn't work out for them. Can't you get an old made deck for like 20 bucks? Yeah, it's a very fascinating thing because the decks, they weren't super expensive, but the cards inside are, some of them are really nice. It can be expected. I feel that. All right, here we are. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll stop advertising. Thank you. Mistress Anthony, just wanted to say thanks for shipping my bag and for letting me look at that was in my bag prior to shipping. No problem, man. Hope you enjoy your cards. I try to claim that it's not too expensive a bag either, so that your customs aren't very expensive. Wow, Vaporeon, that's a hit, man. James, you're doing very well here. Vaporeon from Green Deck. There's Magmar, Arbok, and Pikachu from Silver Deck. Very, very nice. There we go. Oh, man, lol, I thought they were going to get a blue deck to complete the set. Why he changed picks, says TJ. Look at that. There we go. So nice. All right, James. He said he need a new bag. James Trimble. I love poker cards. I did not know I was not allowed to advertise. Champion decks are coming back to Pokemon. I have a bag, says James. Here we are. Sweet. Tyler Davis, 10 Evolving Skies. Donate $10 to the next person. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tyler Davis, a $10 donation. Whoa! Sneep. Sneep. And sneep. All right, got some sneeps. Nice. What is your favorite evolution? My favorite evolution is Umbreon. I'm an Umbreon simp like many others. After that, probably Jolteon. Can I advertise my pretty big toe? It has glitter on it. You can always advertise OnlyFans. There's no limit on e-girl advertising. We are Glaceon. Boop. Ray Vialt. Oh, yeah, there's Ray in here. There's Dragonite in here. There's so much, actually. Weird, though, because it feels like we really don't hit too many crazy hits. I had to re-up my PSA membership. No more platinum membership for me. Oof. Here's Volcarona. Yeah, people forget those memberships are pretty expensive. Here's Volcarona. The memberships are only worth it if you send tons and tons of cards out to grade. Oh! Tyler! Woo! You did very well, Tyler. Wow, just when we were saying these packs are so stingy, you go and pull an alternative art. Guess they're not so stingy after all. It's all perception. Wow, great pull, man. Congratulations. That's for Tyler Davis. And that's Dream Ball. How much is a membership? My favorite alt. Boop. All right. Crazy. Let's find your bag, Tyler. Must be because you did that donation. The Poke Gods Poke blessed you. That's my back card. It's Batman. I caught a Pokemon, Batman. There we go. What the goat doing? Mr. won't clip it because it's not Charizard. Well, the bigger problem with it, my brain analyzes it as a piece of content. And it says, people have seen a lot of Evolving Skies now. They've seen a lot of Evolving Skies. So what happens is it has to be a bit more of an extreme pull. Like, let's say he pulled a Noivern, and then right after he pulled, like, the Umbreon. Now, that's a clip, right? Because people haven't seen that before. But, you know, people have seen a lot of Noiverns been pulled over time. Here's Furo. It's just how it is, just how content works. I thought about offering the ability for you to pay, like, maybe $10 and get a privately made short. Something like that. Here's Magnemite. Here's Booby Girl, because you'd be paying Mike's side to get that done. So $10 to the next person. Those Kardosh action shots. Yeah, they're very cool, man. You won't see Pokemon cards like this anywhere else in the hobby. Again, illustrated by Ken Sugimori. These are very cool. And this is the Metapod, Weedle, and Beedrill. All right, see this one? So you get all 3 slabs, and they're all graded 9 at the same time. Now, if these were 10, this would be 200, this would be 200, and this one would probably be 400. So this would be like $800 as a 10, but these are a much more affordable 9, and they were all coming from the same submission. I was the one who graded them, and yeah, so it's very nice. That's a kind of bundle you could put into SLAB-AWay. Now, that's for people who like Weedle, they like Beedrill. That's a good one for a Beedrill collector. And then Furo as well. So, but the thing is, not everyone collects Furo. Not everyone collects Beedrill. I thought about actually holding these for a long time because they're truly rare. There's like 10 tens of each of these cards in the Kardos collection. We have Mr. Cinna Afsharzadigan, and he is putting $45 toward his SLAB-AWay. Cinna, I'm going to put $55. You got it, man. That's the gift, $10. Okay, so Cinna Afsharzadigan had $71 remaining. 71 minus 55 is $16. You got $16 left. There it is. Very good. Edson Segura, can I get the Charizard Gigantamax and Rayquaza? Oh, yes. That's a good one. So the Rayquaza is a good pick. Very cheap, by the way. Very affordable 10. And then the Charizard's a very curious card. Pop 5 Charizard. Let's get your credit card real fast. Your store credit card. Here we are. Mr. Play by an M&M. Crypto stuff. How's crypto doing? Is crypto still scraping along? Perfect. I'll cover that. Boop. All right. Oh, Tommy. I saw that cheese. Organized crime. Crypto hasn't changed much. Remember when Bitcoin was like at $65,000 and they were saying it would be $100,000 by winter, by Christmas? Wow, that was a very wrong prediction. You know, it's crazy though. I would say Pokemon has also fallen in price. It's not just crypto. Stocks, some real estate, not all real estate. Actually, real estate in my area has actually gone up in price. Did you know that? So stocks, real estate has gone down in some places, and Pokemon card prices have gone down. Crypto is probably the worst one, though. Isn't that funny? So they were all talking about crypto being a store value. Crypto plummeted more than just about any other asset when you compare them side by side. Okay, Edson. Especially if you talk about specific cryptos rather than the whole crypto market. People, oops, I put 2 R's there. People lost fortunes in crypto. Pokemon has lost some value. The Pokemon cards that lost the most value were just cards that they weren't truly rare. It's just that the cost of grading was really high and there weren't enough on the market. Cards like this Magnemite. This Magnemite was really expensive about a year or 2 ago. Now that there's a lot of them opened and graded, it's very cheap. And so now you might buy one. Now you might consider buying a card because it's actually priced based on its true rarity. But before, if you're buying it, you're kind of lining up to lose some money. So we learn a lot from that. Here we are. crypto prices follow tech stocks. I don't even think tech stocks fell that hard. So tech stocks they did fall, and some fell really bad. What's a good example of a tech stock that fell really bad? There was that vehicle company. What was the name of that? And they tried to sell cars direct. They basically crashed. PayPal. Netflix was a really bad one. Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, some stocks really fell. But other tech stocks like Google, Microsoft, Apple, it just looks like a correction based on the inflation caused by all the money printing during COVID. So where they are now is kind of just where they should have been over time, right? Rather than having been so high. That's not true for other assets. Some assets, so what I'm saying is like crypto has done this. Not crypto. The stock market has done this. What's this? Some other lesson I was talking about one day. I like to talk about money, guys. I really do. So you got to bear with me sometimes when we talk about it. So some of these the tech stocks kind of did this. They were already steadily climbing over time. And then COVID hit and they fell a little bit, but then they jumped like crazy because of the money printing. And then they fell back again like this. So this looks like a lot of tech stock right now. You can see it. There's a slight incline here. And then COVID hits here. And then here's the peak of the money craze, probably in about 2021. This was in 2021 of November, right? And then for some tech stocks, you're at about right here. And that would be like Google and Microsoft and Apple, maybe Amazon. But the overall trajectory is it's a positive trajectory over time, see? Because, there was a dip and there was a peak, but overall it's up. But then there were some stocks that did this. So they had a similar deal where they also dipped and then they jumped because of COVID, but then they dipped pretty much all the way back down. So you did not do very well on those. I bought my first base. We are in a Pokemon crash, which is amazing. Very strong hobby. Well, yeah, I would say the Pokemon card crash looks a lot like this, actually, because if you look at some of the cards, I wish I had. When you look at the vintage cards, they did not fall back down to 2019 prices. I remember 2019 prices. You could pick up a first edition Dark Blastoise 10 for $500. You could pick up a Dark Charizard first edition 10 for $1,000. Pretty sure he's like $3,000 to $4,000 now. That's like triple the cost. And I would say crypto also has a trajectory kind of like this, but some of the cryptos actually, they look like this or worse. They went to zero. And so you have to keep pushing the limit back further and further when you bought in to say, oh, well, I did good because I bought in here way, way before COVID. And so therefore my crypto is still good. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look very impressive. But yeah, Pokemon cards, if you were buying modern cards, you get like a modern GX. And in 2019, that modern GX cost $25. Then in like 2020, that modern GX was like $80. And then Logan Paul did his box break, and that modern GX went up to like $100 to $200 easily. You could open literally anything and make money during that time period, as long as you could get that card back from the grading companies. And now we are in 2022, and those GXs maybe around 60 to 100 now. Actually, I would say it's a lower range, it's 40 to 100. So this is where the prices are now. Not quite back at the 2019 prices, and some of them are still doing quite well. It depends on which Pokemon. But yeah, you can see that's roughly what I've perceived in pricing when it comes to Pokemon cards. What's really interesting is when you get to some cards that are extremely rare. When a card's truly, truly, truly rare, those cards don't shift quite as much. They go up in price, and they just kind of stay there. Great example, my Rocket Returns collection. Dude, I was buying those Rocket Return cards. I was buying those Rocket Return cards for like $75 a piece, some of them. And they're still today like $200, $300 a card for a 10. And then like some of the best ones, I bought my Entei for like $500. I think I got the Entei for $500. I think he's like $1,000. I think I got the Snorlax real cheap. I can't remember what he is. I think I got him for like 700. He's like a $3,000 card now. So some sets, because they're naturally more rare, they held on to their higher value after the decline in prices. And so I look into that very carefully now. I think about card sets that are lesser known and with a much lower population. That's typically where I'm steering my ship. If you collect modern, look for perfect grades, I'd argue. Look for perfect grades in modern. If you collect vintage, the 9s could even be underpriced in vintage right now, but we don't know. It's hard to say what's going to happen next in the future, right? But I've been very happy with my Rocket Returns. It basically beats out many of the other sets. So why do you think I've been buying a lot of Ruby Sapphire era cards? I bought a ton of Ruby Sapphire cards because that's where Rocket Returns comes from. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Anyways, that's a fun little thing. Let's keep moving. Seems like sealed booster boxes are the safest Pokemon investment. Yes and no. I mean, if the box doesn't really change in price. Actually, no, that's not true. Hold on. First of all, it's always a bad idea to claim that anything's a truly safe investment, because once you really start, drinking your own Kool-Aid, that's when things can actually go wrong. It's hard for things to go wrong if you constantly approach it as a skeptic. But if you approach it believing, hey, this is a for sure thing, only in that state of mind can you finally make a mistake. So I met a guy who bought a Jungle Booster box for like $24,000. And he's trying to sell it to me now, and I'm trying to get that price down. And it's looking like the value of that box is between like 12 and 15,000. So he is dying right now because he is about to lose 9,000 bucks, and he knows it and I know it. And he simply because he thought that investing in sealed product was the safest thing. You really just don't know how far prices can fall, or how high prices will stay when you're buying something. It's really hard to know. If everyone knew Pokemon cards was a good investment in 2019, they would have already owned it. So we just don't know what's going to happen next. It's always hard to tell. Chu Calvin says one Top Series 1. You got it, man. Top Series 1. I know I should ask on Discord, but are you interested in a heavy jungle booster pack? I'm interested in anything if you can get me a good price on it. Bitcoin went from 3K to 69K in the same time frame you just illustrated. GX prices, bruh. Mister, can you sell me your PSA 10 Dark Charizard? Can you sell me your PSA 10 Dark Charizard? I sure can. Buy high, sell low. Yeah. All right, let's put this over here. All right. So Chu Calvin, how do you protect yourself from a Pokemon crash? The best protection is to own the cards that you like looking at, so that even if the value of the card falls, you are still enjoying the card for its own sake rather than for its financial value. Okay, so it's better to buy stuff that you actually want. Here it is. Don't try to time the market, in my opinion. You might get away with timing the market once or twice, but eventually you'll screw up and you'll just lose a lot of money for that. So if you simply own what you already love, you never feel like, because you don't even care if the price is high or low from day to day. You just go like, well, I've got the thing that I like. The crash already happened in vintage. That's kind of how I feel too. I feel like the crash is very much similar to what happened in the stock market and what happened in crypto and what happened in real estate to a degree. There we go. That is Caterpie, but he's also kind of sticky. Got more on my order, says True Calvin. Oh, yeah, we're starting with the tops, though. That's all. I only love Opal. The next will be Modern. Here we are. Yeah, Modern is a fascinating thing, but I think that perfect grades are going to be really important to play a role in the future. And I want to be able to hand out perfect grades someday. Right now, we do pristine grades. Oh, did you guys hear? Not only has grading gotten cheaper, we reduced the price of grading to $8 bulk to be more competitive. But also, I'm handing out 9.5 grades now. I call them Mint 9.5, though. I don't call them Gem Mint. Here we are. So a Mint 9.5 with Cardconomist grading is when your card is a 9, but it is very, very, very close to a 10. It's like borderline. But I put it as a Mint 9 because I don't consider it 10-worthy. Any chance you'd ever stock Master of Macabre? Yeah, I heard about the $8. Yeah, so we got cheaper grading. And I offer the 9.5 grade because I want you guys to have the ability to get more value out of your card. Wow, my Butterfree would be 9.5. Well, you assume that maybe. It goes up to 11. Here we are. All right, True Calvin. Here are my thoughts on the 9.5 grade. CGC does it. SGC does it. BGS does it. The only company not doing it is PSA. And I have graded some cards where I kind of wished I could have handed a 9.5 out to that card. So that's happened. And so now I'm just allowing myself to do it, because before I was kind of agreeing with PSA about their concept where, you know, a 10 is a 10, a 9 is a 9. If you add 9.5s, that devalues the 9s. But as a card buyer and a card seller, I can feel the difference when something is a 9.5. You go, 9.5, you know, like you're a little more tempted. I didn't see the price reduction in the grading, so just take the $2 as a donation. Oh, thanks, man. All right, to Calvin, 10 paradigm triggers. So our grading has gotten cheaper, and I'm trying to offer more value with those 9.5s on the card that would normally grade 9. All right. Mr. True Calvin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Should I resubmit my 9s for a regrade? You could. I'm sending back all my 9s for regrades. Luckily, we haven't graded like a million cards yet, so the company's still relatively young. If you have a really expensive card, maybe it's worth considering. 2 shiny stars. Funny, man. All right. I'd be worried that it doesn't regrade into a 9.5. You're wasting your time. Put this over here. Weedle or bust Rio, that Caterpie, mister. See, I would grade the Pikachu. That Pikachu is really nice. The Weedle's got some stickiness on it. He is a rainbow card, but I don't know about that stickiness. Okay, here we are. Thank you, Chu Calvin. Appreciate you being here, man. Chu Calvin, I just bought something from Hong Kong. It's an old Seal DOS box. I don't even know what's going to be inside of it, so we'll find out. Whatever it is, I'm just going to send it off to grade, and we'll see what happens. Can I send some weak 10s in to get the 9.5? Well, no, the weak 10s will still turn into 10s. That's how it is. Here we are. The only way the 9.5s are handed out is your card fails a 10 and turns into a 9, but then my brain reevaluates the 9 to define it between a 9 and a 9.5. See what's going on? So the moment a card fails 10, it just fails 10. It's not going to be a 10. And then from that point, it decides, is it 9.5 or is it 9? And the 9.5s are going to be for cards where the error is so slight, so hard to see, that really it ought to have a fancier grade than just 9. Here we are. Oh, Skuntank! That's so stinky! Why is that Charmander $1,000? Well, he's an expensive card because that's a first edition base set Charmander. And the base set's highly sought after as crown jewel parts of a person's collection. Did I say collection? Yeah, I did. Sound like I said election. Here's Eevee. Minccino double. There we are. I think PSA is at a point. They can't change anything on the grading scale. Will Mr. offer subgrades next? I really don't want to do subgrades. I feel that the subgrades, if I offered subgrades, it would be at a very steep increase in price on the grading. So I would not do subgrades. How much for 25% of your business? If you are interested in owning private equity in the business, we might be able to do something like that one day. Right now, I don't know what the point of allowing you to own part of the business would be, though, because I got to see how your money would increase the value of the business, or maybe your, let's say, your inclusion into the business as somebody who's helping adds value as well. So, like, if you were wanting to be a business partner and you're buying a quarter of the business for some reason, but then you're using that money to buy equipment and to help run it, that would make more sense, right? Chu Calvin, Mr. Chu Calvin. I'm interested in partnering up with another card grading company that wants to combine, basically. Mr. I should get my Leafy on VMAX. I don't think I could be CEO of the card grading forever because I'm real dedicated to this stream. And this stream is a whole operation on its own. So I could spend 100% of my time just doing this stream every single day because there's that much to it. Yeah, it's a legit card store. I feel like the card grading, it's enough work that it's worth its own CEO who's operating that company to try and maximize it, at full capacity. I don't feel I'm able to do that by myself. Andrew Flores, let me have 2 poker cards. You got it, man. All right, Andrew. See if you pull a really good one. When does Mr. go public? Hey, you never know. Maybe someday. Here's Pikachu. Maybe John Grading in 2023. Train me, mister. Well, okay, so here's the problem with adding more employees. There has to be enough demand to justify it. Here's Diglett and Vulpix. Right now, we got 2 employees, me and John. We are 2 employees for card grading. And that's working just about, there's just enough work for both of us. Andrew Tate arrested for human trafficking? Really? Let's see. Andrew Tate arrested in his luxury villa in Romania is raided by police. Really? Toxic influencer Andrew Tate is arrested in human trafficking raid. Why do I feel like he probably was not human trafficking? I don't feel like he would need to, but that somebody really doesn't like him. Self-described misogynist who was detained alongside his brother will face questioning by the country's organized crime and terrorism team. It's believed that his online spat with Greta Thunberg was the reason he was arrested. Very interesting, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this stuff so much anymore. He's talked about his OnlyFans business before. Mr. is Tate's hero. I don't care about him. I'm not like a big fan, but I'm starting to question like governments and stuff like that. Like how much of it is, oh man, you're committing a crime and we don't allow crime. And how much of it is, well, you're against our political ideologies and our team. And so we're going to find a reason to arrest you. As you should, says Jermo. All right, so let's see what we got. Andrew Flores. Mr. Andrew. How hard would it be for a government to organize a group and say, throw this guy in jail for human trafficking? Take his money. Here we are. Mr. wants to be Tate. No, that's not true. Greta is actually married. He's been associated with human trafficking before he got famous. So what exactly, how are they defining that? Because I don't know any of the details on that. Here's Andrew Wall, SLAB-AWAY. Here comes Team Rocket. You got it, man. Right here. All right. Andrew Wall. Let's say you got a rich guy living in your country. He's got a whole bunch of money. And he's saying all this stuff online that is super inappropriate. And so he's got like a huge following of people who hate him, including maybe you. And you go, oh, I think this guy's breaking the law. Let me look into this a little more. Yeah, he's definitely breaking the law. Let's throw him in jail. He can get out of jail, but first he has to pay us a lot of money. You define human trafficking as trafficking humans. He was basically an OnlyFans pimp. He was arrested in Romania. All right, let's see. Andrew Wall. We're going to add you in here. This is supposed to be in alphabetical order, but I can see I made a mistake. Here we are. So this is going to be January, Andrew Wall. And it's going to say, here comes Team Rocket. 190. There we go. Aldo was treating TGE subhuman. Why does Firo have paint on it? It's all BS, a smoked out turtle. Right, like, I'm not saying that it's all BS. I'm not saying that. But I don't believe everything I hear anymore. Maybe part of the reason for that was like the Jeffrey Epstein thing too. Like Jeffrey Epstein suicided himself, sure. And then we don't know any of his clients still. We don't know Ghislaine Maxwell's list. Nobody's been arrested for going to his island. So I feel like there's definitely an elite class that decide if they like you or not. And they got a lot of power to make you disappear. And but I'm not a conspiracy theorist. But the thing is, I just don't trust everything I hear anymore. You want Dr. Taylor Swift or lawyer Kim Kardashian to fight for you? Your life depends on it. We will never know that list. Romania, isn't that the place where the top G's hiding? All his brother too. Trust but verify. All right, let's see. So now we've got, yeah, a lot of things have been changing my opinion over time. Tate ain't that powerful of a figure for him to get that treatment. He's got money. Anyone with a lot of money and a lot of haters, you could probably go after them. Because if you were to say, yeah, he's a criminal, everyone would just immediately agree with you. They'd be like, oh, yeah, he seems like a criminal. Hey, Mister, I've been watching your channel for a bit now. Just wondering if you could explain how to start a bag and how shipping would work to UK. What's up, Charlie? Well, I'm glad you asked that. If you buy some cards on our menu, I open it up and I put it into a bag with your name on it and a date. Then you can have that bag on this table for a year. Every time you order new cards, I update the date so that you get a fresh year. And when you ship, there's 3 shipping tiers for international, $20, $40, and $80 USD. And it depends on how heavy your bag is. So a lot of shipping orders for international, they get kind of heavy and they go into the $40 range. Really heavy bags go into the $80 range. So that's how it works. It costs about $20 to ship a light bag to the UK. And yeah, we have a lot of international buyers, actually. I get sketchy vibes from Tate. He's an asshole. Tate has a little cash and a following. People just think he's important. You might be right. You never know, man. It's for the courts to decide. I always felt Tate would get arrested. Yeah, I mean, for the same reason he got kicked off of the internet, because he's saying all the things you're not supposed to say. And he has a lot of haters as a result of that. And it's funny because it makes me feel like it's more like Alex Jones, for example. Alex Jones, super inappropriate guy, saying a bunch of inappropriate things. But the court slaps him with $1 billion fine. Well, they just want to kill him, basically. I mean, that's financial suicide or financial murder. He's dead financially in a way, but I don't know exactly how all that works out. But yeah, I don't agree with him saying inappropriate things, but it's like, I feel like what's going on, I question if it's justice or if it's an expression of power and you know, a way of going after your political opponents. Does that make sense? So when you have somebody like Andrew Tate, he's a political opponent because his ideas are political in nature. And so I'm not saying he's not guilty, but would it surprise me to find out in a place like Romania, maybe they decided, hey, he's got some money and he's got a lot of political opponents, we put him in jail. You know what I mean? Goes back to what you said about power, mister. There are laws against libel. Free Tate. All right, Beatrice Moniz. Aloha, mister. Can I get 2 Minecraft? You got it. If he did commit human trafficking, I would be curious to know more. And, you know, if he's a bad guy, he's a bad guy and he should go to jail for it. How is it that Tate says, how is what Tate says political? Dude just says he's tough and gets chick. No, he says actually quite a lot of political things. I've heard it pop up on my TikTok feed before, where he argues about the role of men and women in society. So he's highly political. Tate found out there were actual laws against Pokemon. There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. All right, Rebellion's Call. Let's see where Rebellion's Call is. That is what I diagnose him with from Sir Dr. D's Nuts. In your mouth. He says a lot. He is completely against the Matrix. Here's 5 Pokemon Go Japanese promos. I've got some somewhere. I don't know where they are. Let me look for them for about a minute, okay? I know I've got more of them, but I don't know where they went. Here we are. All right. Sweet. Tate's not in jail and never trafficked people. That was disproven almost 6 months ago. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are. Let's see. I'm not protected by free speech. Don't you love that sound of plastic? I love the sound of it. Free speech is an illusion. Well, I would say freedom is closely tied to taxes. If you have to pay high taxes, you're not free. And so the more, and taxes is also expressed as inflation. When your government prints money and causes your purchasing power to go down, that's a different kind of taxes. So you're taxed in another way. It's the news. Why don't you believe it? Just believe what you've been told. Here we are. You ready? Sneep. All right. Let's say that Andrew Tate, or whatever his name is a sociopath and a bad person. Okay, that's one thing. But you know what he doesn't strike me as? He doesn't strike me as somebody who would intentionally break the law, knowing that they could come down and ruin his life. He doesn't strike me as somebody who would be self-destructive that way, right? And that's something I relate to myself. So I'm not necessarily a good person on the inside, but I would never break any laws because that's a survival instinct not to do that, because I know I don't want to get, effed up by the law. And so he strikes me as somebody who wouldn't be so stupid to do something highly illegal and lose his wealth and his estate, basically. So I guess that's why the moment I heard you say, oh, well, he's arrested for human trafficking now, I'm like, I don't feel like he needs that, does he? He was saying 2 weeks ago that they're coming for him. He thinks he's a big man who's above the law. Here we are. Let's see. Well, it's funny, Matthew Fowler, people who actually believe that they're a big man above the law might include Andrew Tate, might also include the people who are in power. You ever thought about that? So the people who are in power, they're powerful people. They love power, or else they wouldn't work so hard to pursue it. And they might believe they're above the law. Like, who rules the rulers? And the answer is no one. That's what makes them a ruler. So it's not a bad idea to question them and to question some of the things that go on around you. I think there's a lot of human trafficking that occurs around the world by actual criminal warlords and stuff like that. It's interesting because Andrew Tate, I think he's individually successful, right? And he doesn't necessarily need to run a sex trafficking ring if that's what he's being accused of. I think that he's got enough money on social media and stuff like that he would be fine. We can always count on Carl. So it's funny because there is actual sex trafficking going on that our government never seems capable of ending. But they've caught this sort of very prolific online figure who's pushing ideologies, pushing political concepts that definitely go against some of the ideas that we're typically we're told to believe in, right? Like most countries are pushing the same ideologies, and he's pushing a completely opposite narrative. Wait, oh, this is the hollow. Here it is, sheep. So suddenly he's accused of a very serious crime that I feel like he wouldn't necessarily need to, participate in. I'm not dismissing that as possible, though. He could have been involved in it. But again, I'm just saying there were guys who were involved in sex crimes called Jeffrey Epstein. And who were the people participating in the sex trafficking? All the global elites, all the powerful people were in the U.S. anyways. I don't know, but I heard about the U.K. royal family was visiting Epstein family island, right? So it's fascinating because the people who are in power are involved in that stuff, and nobody really got in trouble, and Jeffrey Epstein disappeared. It's fascinating to me, right? Trump was allegedly, mister. Yeah, I heard about that too, which if it was true, you wouldn't want him to be your leader. But yeah, I've heard about all that stuff. But I just think it's very fascinating. I think we're living in a time where maybe as a society, because of social media, we're starting to realize how much more of the political bureaucracy, the shadow government, is in control of the world rather than the very public figures that you're used to thinking runs the world. I don't know if it's the public figures that run the world. It might be the shadow governments. It might be the bureaucracy. It might be the people who are in. They actually have access to the police. They actually have access to, the secret police, who have quite a lot of power, and we just don't realize it. And that's the nature of powers. Sometimes the nature of power is not realizing somebody has all that power. They keep it a secret. Here we are. I'm Sawi. That's right. Gonna call my boss and ask for a raise in a few hours. Hope it goes well. Good luck to you, Mr. Coeli. Cough, cough, SBF. Right, Sam Bankman-Fried, who's funneling who knows how much money to the Democrat Party. It's reported he's the second largest donor. If he's doing all this shady stuff, stealing whatever it was, like $10 billion, I don't know how much money he gave away quietly to his friends that you never heard of, okay? And there's a lot of talk that goes on about all this money being sent to Ukraine. And the question is, how much of that money gets kicked back to the Democrat Party by their corrupt friends in Ukraine? They're in a wartime. So if you say, hey, Ukraine, I'm in power, me and my friends are, and we can give you a lot of money, but we want $1 billion of that to come back to our families, please. But you're going to do that in secret, thank you. Well, if you're trying to survive a war, you might say, hey, we'll do whatever you want. I don't care. Anything's on the table now. This is life and death. We'll do whatever you want. Send us that $40 billion. So, in the past, I would never believe that the United States is so corrupt that it would do anything like that. That's the past. We're in the future now. I believe anything could be happening. I do not have faith in our leadership. I do not have faith in our system. I do not have faith in our, I don't have faith in other countries, that's for sure. I don't trust other countries. But I think what's changed is I don't trust my own. You know what I mean? Let's see. The only thing I have faith in is that there's a lot of demand for money, and people will do a lot of things for money. People will do just about anything, like accuse their political opponent of things that they didn't do, and then throw them in jail and say, you can get out of jail if you buy your way out. Because we got to make some money, man. Damn, mister, you trust nobody. No, I'm just naturally skeptical. I know exactly what you mean, mister. Very rational thought process. Money, leave me alone, cheese. All right. We have concepts in the past like the mafia. What if the government's the mafia now? The mafia never went away. Ideas like slavery. What if slavery never went away? What if you're the government slave? Oh, man, we're really out of room. I don't think I have a place to put your bag, Beatrice. Next 2 years will suck the most. There was another Me Too girl suing, and she already had seen bee sting lips done nasty AF. What are you talking about? Me Mafia Madone. I debated the whole debt equals slavery. Well, the thing about debt is you actually agree to debt. So some people say you're like a slave to the bank or something like that. But I just pulled out the loan for the home. It was voluntary. I wanted the home, and I'm willing to pay the interest to own it ahead of time, right? That's a little bit different. You could argue it's slavery if the person getting into the contract for the debt is incompetent. They're so incompetent that they should not be allowed to borrow. Isn't that funny? But if you did that, people would start to argue all kinds of things. Oh, you didn't give me the loan because you're racist, actually. Oh, you didn't give me the loan because, I'm a woman and you didn't give me the loan. You must be sexist. So that's one of the problems with debt. You didn't give me the loan to go to school because you don't like something about me, right? They're holding us back. We should all have loans. But loans are voluntary. Taxes are involuntary. So that's the difference. Money printing is involuntary. I don't want the IRS, the Federal Reserve to print any more money. They're going to do it anyways. And they're going to send that money to their friends in Ukraine. And I'm sure Ukraine's not sending any of it back to them washed. So 2 Nintendo game packs. Here we go. Woof, woof, give me taxes. You see the teacher that got suspended because he told black kids not to use the N-word and he had to apologize. Crazy, man. You didn't give Gyarados because you want to keep it, law. Don't forget to check ZELLE, mister. I did forget to check Zelle. Oh my God, we should do it so that Zelle goes first. Hold on. Jesse, we're going to get you in a second, Jesse. I did forget Zelle. Oh, you know why I never checked Zelle? Is because I didn't get an email for Zelle. Let me log into Bank of America. I noticed this happens. On pending payments through Zelle, I don't actually get an email. Okay, I'm logging in. All right, here we are. So we have from Theodore Perez, 39 bucks. What did you want to do that with that, Mr. Perez? Yeah, it doesn't tell me your message because I never got an email. It says it's processing, so it's like a pending payment. So we're going to write you down as Theodore. I've never had a pending payment reversed, though, through Zelle so far. But yes, I've noticed this is a specific kind of issue that occurs. Boy, you know, I haven't eaten too much today, and I just feel like my brain is so sharp right now. It feels like it's running 100 miles an hour. Japanese pack break. You got it, man. Thank you so much. Maybe eating slows you down. Jesse Madrid. Just be on watch for Zelle scams. So if it's processing, it can be reversed. Is that the truth? I'll keep an eye out on that. You know, I trust Theodore Perez. He's been here for a while. And it's a rather small order. But if it was like $1,000 in processing, maybe I would hold it. When is Zelle large? Autograph, intermittent fasting is a hell of a drug. That is called intermittent fasting. Anything can be reversed. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, I like that one. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. That is an error tops card. Look at that dotted line. That's an easy OC card, man. Very cool. Well, this is pretty rare, Mr. Jesse, because I've opened a lot of these, and this is the first time I've ever seen this. So we've opened maybe 10 boxes of it, and that's the first time I've seen a card like that. So you're doing very well. I bet you that card's going to sell for bonus money because it's an error card. Once Zelle is processed, it can't be reversed. Okay, sounds very good. You know, I like the Zelle payments. I've learned that the Zelle payments do not include the 3% PayPal fee. I like that. That kind of saves me money when you guys use Zelle. So I think what I need to do is, if you're doing Zelle, I think we ought to make it so that Zelle orders get processed first rather than PayPal. All right, let's see. We got Zelda logo. Nice, man. And then we have Link and the eyeball. To Zelle. All right. Jesse Madrid's done. Jesse, let's grab your bag. Jesse Salinas. Wait, did you need a new bag? So you're going to use Zelle? Well, we've been using Zelle the whole time. Zelle is better than Venmo. Jesse, are you here? I want to buy the error card off of you. Jesse, don't sell it. Grade it first, Jesse. Grade it first and put it into auction. Trying to give Jesse some advice. Grade it and put it in auction so that you get the full amount. Because the grade will verify that it's real, and the auction will allow people to express what they truly want to pay for it. There we go. All right. I mean, there's a scenario where auction's not the better option. Like, let's say some guy offers you $500 for it, and then you grade it and auction it, and it sells for $300. Well, you should have sold it to the guy for $500. So he just has to offer a very good offer. Ryan Shapiro, Japanese base set. You got it, Ryan. Okay. Is that a B-drill Coom shot? It looks like it. Coeli Jimenez, one sneaker bunko. You got it, Coeli. The darts just finished in England. Many darts fans in the U.S. I've watched a lot of darts, actually. It's very cool watching it. You know, a lot of people don't understand the rules to that game. And it's a very fascinating game that I think you guys only play in Europe. We don't have that in the U.S. Okay, booby cards. Okay, booby grab. That's for Coeli Jimenez. We are fart fans here in the USA. What? It's currently the world's biggest champion, or the world championship, biggest tournament of the year. Very cool, man. I like that it's sort of like this sport that you can play in a pub. That's what's so funny about it. It's just like billiards or pool, if you guys want to call it pool. Yeah, people play that for some big money, actually, sometimes. All right. Jason McHenry is next. One Hollow Live and bulk grade Maigura Gar, Amelia Watson, Lopless Darkness, and if I have Suisei Hoshimachi, if I don't do Calliope Mori. Oh my god. All right. I will look for these. Give me one moment though. I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna take a quick drink, okay? Very dry mouth right now. All right, I grabbed a little bite to eat, though. I think I was feeling a little uncomfortable. All right, Jason McHenry. Get my sleeves fixed here. All right. Cheese snack? Ooh, it says I got some mail. Gasp, Carl. Pop-Tart? What I had was some deli meat. I had some turkey. All right, Jason, let's find your bag. Amelia Watson, that's definitely this guy. Lapless Darkness. Guru Gar. Oh, man. So funny, man. Whoa! You want Sui Sei? That's the other one? Okay. Ah, here we are. So that's 3. If I don't do Calliope More, did I pass Calliope already? Credit has a great rack. Oh my god. Well, here we are. Here's Calliope More. I will look for the Sui Sei further down here. All right, looks like you didn't have it. I can smell the sardines. Ooh, I should have some sardines tonight. That sounds nice. I haven't had sardines in a day or two. Here we are. Yesterday, I ate really healthy. I'm trying to eat healthier. yesterday I had a soup with chicken in it, and the soup was basically just a whole can of plain beans with nothing on them. It was just beans and chicken, and that was it. And that was in a soup broth. And that was it. That was my main meal yesterday. Other than that, I had like a bowl of cereal. A day or two. Slow down. Trying to eat healthy because the day before we had Pizza Hut. And boy, Pizza Hut is not healthy. So I said, today we're going to eat healthy. Try and balance things out. Today I'm doing the same thing. I haven't eaten anything today. Here we are. Eat sardines at 7 a.m. and don't brush your teeth. If you really want a stinky sardine kiss, the trick is to eat the sardines and then kiss right afterwards. That's actually the worst time to eat them, or to kiss. So the smell is strongest right after you eat them. If you really did wait a while, the smell would actually die down a bit. There we go. Sardines and kimchi. Jason McHenry. What's the yummiest thing you ever ate? That's a good question. Definitely crab legs. Crab legs and lobster. Wow, how do we answer that, says Jeremo. We have Tony Stanton, YouTube name Shadowless Tony, $40 slab. Japanese PSA 10, first time buying, need a bag started. Okay. $40 Japanese PSA 10. What card are you buying though? I don't know what slab are you referring to? He said it was a 40. Oh, probably this one. The Volcanion? All right, it's probably this one. We had that one on display. All right, Tony Stanton. Now, Tony, this doesn't automatically ship. What it does is it goes into a box full of slabs, and it ships when you order a round of shipping, okay? Tyler Davis says 10 Astral Radiance. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm liking today's stream. It's a nice, busy stream. Talking about a lot of fun subjects. Snip this up. Snip. What, Mr. in a bathing suit? Let me go get in my bikini. Are there still spots in the breakthrough box break? There sure are. It's exactly halfway sold. I think the photo I saw on the internet was fake. Here's Stantler. As Elf. You know what I didn't do? I did not check my mail. Wonder if my mail's sitting on my front porch. Here's Darkrai. Mailman's been showing up kind of late. It's getting hot in here, says TJ. Here's Silene and Regigigas. Pawnyard. Hurry before the dog pees on it. I might actually go out and check the mail real fast. Here's Togekiss and Radiant Howlucha. And Samurott. Oh my, that's for Tyler Davis. I'm delivering for Pizza Hut right now. I love Pizza Hut. That's my favorite pizza company. Very, very unhealthy, though. Very delicious. All right, we'll grab this. Pizza Hut. Sometimes I just get a Pizza Hut cheese pizza. You don't even need toppings, just the cheese. Just got a pizza 10 minutes ago. But boy, don't look up the caloric intake on those pizza because you will cry yourself to sleep. You can have like 2 slices of it. Any Pitbull news? Pitbull news? The last thing I heard was the 11 people injured. 21 people injured. 21. So it was 2 Pitbull breeds. They attacked kids in a Missouri schoolyard that is actually about 2 hours from where I live. It's in Springfield, Missouri. I've been there. And yeah, it didn't Not all the kids were mauled by the dog, but some of them were, and some of them were mauled pretty bad, I read. But then 21 of the kids total were injured from scrapes, being knocked over, falling over, running away. So there's a total of 21 injuries, and some people did get bit pretty bad. I'm a man, I'm a dog, I'm a he. Holy moly. Yeah, very fun. So Joshua Pinheiro says, 1 box of V-Star. Can you also look through my cards to see what you would recommend grading? Please send the best to bulk grading. I have a bag. First time grading cards, so please tell me if I need to send more. Thank you, mister. Sounds good, Joshua. Just give me 1 minute, Josh. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Just bringing my mail in there. I didn't hear my wife do it today. Okay. Mister's taking bites of cold pizza rolls. I'm a dog, I'm a canine, I'm a hound. Show us your mail. All right, I'll go get it. It's all bills. Ooh. Did you guys hear that new sound effect we got? Listen carefully. Here goes. Pikachu got rabies.
Ash, this is bad. Pikachu has pokey rabies. We're gonna have to put him down.
Good night, sweet prince. Oh no, it's not very effective. God damn it, stay down, Pikachu.
Pikachu got pokey rabies. Not kind of a darker one. But yeah, I thought it'd be funny to have a number of funny Pokemon sound effects since we enjoyed this one, the Batman one, so much. Had to be done, Pikachu. I'm gonna do it, Batman. All right, here goes. Joshua Pinheiro. You ready? Mr. Josh. Okay, Samurott. Hopped on to hear someone having to shoot off with a picture. Oh. What we ought to do, we ought to play the clip for that one. I like every animal. What's going on here, says A. Perez. We're just hanging out. Talking about what girls are hottest. All girls, obviously. We love them all the same. Here's Keldeo. Pikachu, not Pikachu, my bad. So you got the Regigigas. Oh, no. That's not Charizard. Grab this. Ruff, 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 ruff. Actually, I hear dogs barking right now outside. Ruff, 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 ruff. We love girls. They should never be trafficked. That's true. There we go. Okay. Here's Arceus. Here's, oh, picking up Cynthia. Now you got a good box. All right, so I like this. And then here's the Cynthia. What about the Gaifu's? All right, now we've got Entei. Oops. What time is it? About 5:30? Here's Mew and Steel Energy. All right, and finally, Water Energy. That Cynthia card is fire. Yeah, it's a really nice card, man. So, he says bulk grade 2 of my cards. I think we're going to do the Cynthia and the Regigigas. What do you think? Gaifus can be voted on next year. What? There we go. There's been some really aggressive what do you call it? Advertising on TikTok. I get the same ad, and it's like, do you want a gamer girlfriend? Go to this new dating app for gamer girlfriends. And it's such a brazen advertisement. It's like softcore porn. They get these girls who are like, you know, their boobs are half hanging out. And they're all like, oh, man, I can't wait to find my boyfriend on this new app. And all I can think is like, there's no way girls are actually going to this app to find gamer guys. They're maybe like the unicorn once in a blue moon girl, maybe. But it's definitely not girls that look like these, you know, actors that are in the advertisement. Mister's definitely on that app. I'm married. Porn is bad. Gamer girlfriend. All right, so let's see. I'm married and looking for a gamer girlfriend. Let's grab this. What's the app? Oh, I don't remember the name of the app. It just gets advertised over and over and over again on TikTok. She would get smashed so bad. Garchomp needs a new trainer, I swear. What? Pornography is bad. Okay. Okay, there's Regigigas. Ah, Cynthia. Once in a while is okay, says Arturo. Oh, my God. Downloading TikTok right now, says Cheese. Oh, my God. All right. So, Joshua, you got 2 great cards from this box. Let's go grab your bag. Ban Vizard. Oh, you got it, man. So, Vizard, somebody is paid to put you into timeout. There you go. Now, Joshua, somebody who probably disagrees with you. So, Joshua Pinheiro, where are we going to find your bag? Ugh. Ah, here we are. Sweet. All right. You want to see what was in your bag, by the way? So we're going to send these 2 out because they're really good. But we're going to take a quick look in your bag because you asked and you placed an order. So that's generally how I do it. All right, let's see. So here's what's in your bag. You got a lot of stuff. Tentacruel's nice. You got Charizard. He's nice. Looks like you got a lot of cards that could be graded. Oh, you got plenty of cards, man. Hey, man, you need to send in more than 1 grade. It's only $8 a grade, man. We can get a lot of those cards graded for you. You should send in for like 4 grades. I'll pick 4 more of them out for you, okay? That's very cheap for 4 grades. And that's another paper chase. There we go. Let's see, 4 grades is what now? $32? There we go. I feel much better after having that drink. So Joshua Pinheiro. I was having a little bit of nausea in my stomach. I think it's because I didn't eat anything today. And I didn't drink anything. Pinheiro. There we go. Sweet. All right. So how many grades is that so far today? So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 6 grades today. John needs about 30 grades per day. That's what we need. Ban Vizard's second account. Vizard had a second account. Wait, it looks like Cheese might have already done it. Charlotte says, hi, mister. What's up, Mr. Charlotte? All right. Jason McHenry says, this is for the extra grade. Did the math wrong. Thank you, Jason. Joseph Barnhart says, 8 packs of Fusion Strike. Do I have Fusion Strike? Oh, I do. I have a little bit of Fusion Strike. Okay, you got it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the goal is to get John about 30 grades per day. Here we are. What I need to do is spend some time on my social media actually advertising it. I need to buy John a camera so he can advertise it himself in a certain way. I would like for him to be able to make a 15-second clip of the best card getting encapsulated. So like every day he has like a best card. So I would love for him to make a 15-second clip of the best card of the day, basically. There you go. So, Joseph Barnhart. I have a bag, but I haven't ordered in a while. Is it okay if I buy from my alternative account? Nikolaj Rasmussen. It should be okay. Is there any reason why it would not be okay? Here's Q Font and Butterfree. My Delphine card considered the best. Actually, yeah, that would probably be some funny content. Here's Verizian. Lanoon Greedent. Where's my Belle Delphine card? Okay, we got Excadrill and Helioptile. Very nice. So, Joseph, you say you have an old bag. Hopefully here. Best card of the day sounds good. Well, I think it would be fun to show off the best TCC graded card. But at the same time, it might actually, you know, pique some people's interest. They might be like, oh, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll grade a card. I feel like social media is the way things get sold these days. I don't go into Walmart going like, oh, what am I going to buy at Walmart? What I do is I see something happening online and I go, oh, that's what I want. You know what I mean? I go, that looks cool. Now I want one of those. So I feel like the world has changed that way. And that's what we do with our collectibles, you know? It's all done visually now. It's done extremely visually over the internet. And so John does all this work of encapsulating those cards and you don't get to see him do it. And I feel like maybe you should get to see him do it. That's how I shop at Walmart. What? Joseph Barnhart, we're going to update your bag to say 123. How about that? Okay, now you got a whole full year later. That bag can't be repoed till next January. Tyler Davis, grade the alternative from Evolving. Do a giveaway on a $50 slab? Wow. Tyler, that's crazy generous, man. So Tyler Davis is celebrating his good luck with some Pokey love. Give me a second here. Wow, that's crazy generous. All right. What I'll do is I'll send this out to Grade Express. Maybe I'll grade it first. Here we go. All right. It looks pretty good. I saw the back had some off-centering, but I know also PSA is a bit nicer when they grade the back. You know, this is looking like a week 10 to me. I think it'll end up being a week 10. But I have to see it, of course, under the light, because I have a setup where I look at the card more harshly. But it looks pretty good, man. My initial thoughts on it are that it looks like a 10. That's a tough 9. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that when we pulled it. So $50 card. So this one. I'm just kidding. Let's do a Pokemon. Actually, we could do this Pokemon. 9.5 Misty. I'll do the remaining 10. So I'll add to the giveaway. So this Misty with the Misty Bikini, this is going to be the giveaway now. That's not bad. That graded 9.5. Now, CGC defines their 9.5 as Gem Mint. That's how they define it. So they're saying this is as good as a PSA 10. That's what they're arguing. I don't know if I agree, but, you know, their 9.5s are not bad. I think that is somewhere in the middle between a PSA 9 and a PSA 10. Some 9.5s will turn into 10s. Some will turn into 9s. All right, let's get this going. Okay. Send up the keyword right now. Turn the card around. We'll turn it around. All right, you like the Misty side better? Okay. So the giveaway is Tyler Davis. You need to type that into the chat in order to participate in the giveaway. Turn it, mister, please. Tyler Davis is the keyword for the giveaway. There is a space between it, and these are capitalized. Okay, you guys do that. He's giving away a $50 card. I added $10 to it. Joey says $25 for SLAB-AWAY, $8 TCCG. Can you grade my Gym Hero Surge card? Joey Albrecht. What's up, Joey? So Joey Albrecht. That sounds like you might be up top. Mister, am I entered? I think you are. Jonathan Lewandowski, Jonathan Morris. Well, you're not in here. You must be... Oh, this box literally has Joey on it. Aha. Mr. Joey. Piplup, Bulma. Grade my Gym Hero Surge card. Did I go past it and I wasn't even thinking about it? Sorry. I was thinking about John today. He said he wasn't feeling very well, so I hope he feels better. That's weird. Your Gym Hero Surge card. Lieutenant Surge? I'm not seeing a Lieutenant Surge card in here. You have a Blaine's Gamble. Maybe that's what you mean. You passed again, the ball guy. Oh, that's Blaine. That's Blaine. Lieutenant Surge. He looks like an American military blonde guy. There we go. I was looking for Lieutenant Surge. He's a different guy. Mr. Quip sending naughty gifts while you were trying to work. She was. Yeah, she sent very inappropriate stuff. She's trying to get me to fail. I told her, no way. I'm not falling for these thoughts. I've got Pokemon cards to deal with. Joey Albrecht. I will never fail the Pokemon card stream. Is that how you flirt in 2022? Maybe. I don't know. That's some pretty hardcore flirting. That might be something for you and your friend who've been naked together already. All right, let's see who won. We go over here. We're going to hit roll it. And the winner is... Oh, cool. That's Super Dan. Congratulations, Super Dan Kiwi. You're picking up a $50 9.5 Sexy Misty card. The back of the card's better than the front of the card. Who knew? This Topps Misty has Misty in a bikini. Wow. Whoever made the card, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Congratulations, man. Oh. Okay, Pat Gibbs says 1 Minecraft and bulk grade the glow-in-the-dark card. You got it, Pat? All right. You already know, Batman. All right, snip that up. What do we got? Did you add the cash to my SLAB-AWAY? SLAB-AWAY. Oh my God, hold on. That's amazing. Now, let me scroll back to Joseph Albrecht. Oh, I did not. You know, I'm breaking my own rules, Joey. I'm supposed to do that before I focus on the later part of your order. So that's my own fault. I'm sorry, man. The way I do orders, I do them one piece at a time. Sometimes that causes problems too, though. Sometimes it causes me to mess something up in the order. Looking for Joey Albrecht. Oh, here it is, Joey Albrecht. So there's $25. You have 283. 283 minus 25 is 258. All right, you have 258 remaining. Thank you. Sorry about that. Now scroll back down. We got Pat Gibbs. So the Minecraft bulk grade. All right, Pat, but here's the deal. I mean, I'm looking at it. And I can see immediately it's very off-center. I mean, that's going to be an 8 for off-centering already. We're going to check the bottom corner. The corner's not bad. No, there's a print line here. This is a very bad card to grade. So, Joey, Pat Gibbs, I don't want to waste your money on this grade. It's still very cool. You could put this into like a display case and show it off, you know, like a magnetic display case, something like that. But I don't know if I would grade that because right off the bat, it's looking like it's a guaranteed 8. This one's got, the corner's not too bad on this one. This one's actually looking quite a bit better. I don't think I see the print line either. So let's flip it around. But it's llama. Here we are. We look really twice in a TCC slab. So this is llama, but he's looking a little off center too, actually. You can tell because this edge and this edge are different. See that? So the top edge is thin compared to the side. And yeah, very interesting. Dang it, says Mikey. Yeah, that's a tough pack, but maybe there's a good card in here that isn't the hollow or the glow in the dark. Nope. All right, llama looks dummy thick. I can follow your instructions and do what you said. Maybe you want to try another pack or something, or a different card in your bag. Where's Pat Gibbs' bag? Where is Pat Gibbs' bag? There's so many bags. We'll find you. Ah, here we are. So you got a thin bag this time, so that means we don't have a lot to choose between. Okay, you got some waifu cards. So you don't have a lot of cards, actually. Yeah, I mean, have you seen the HAMconomist? There you go. You need a pulley system in the new room. TCC can't game. He's too busy making moolah. Oh, I could game, but, you know, Pokemon comes first. I'm just saying that. Obviously, my wife would come first. Then I would come second. So what we got here? Ooh, nice. Is he watching? Should I put it away? I didn't hear him say anything. All right, so I'm gonna send it out. All right. I didn't hear him say anything, but I feel like he got to come back and be like, "Oh, swap that around now." I'm gonna go. Damn it. I come first. My wife never does. Ooh. It's funny that, you know, 20 years ago, that would have been a very common joke that, oh, the man can't find the clitoris or something like that. Oh, I never have an orgasm with them. I feel like the internet has definitely changed that. Everyone kind of knows how sex is working now. And women do not have to live that way anymore. There you go. All right. Pokemon cards are my second wife. Here's Sina Afshar-Zadigan. Finish my SLAB-AWAY and a rest of the donation to you. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right, let me go grab that. Finish the SLAB-AWAY. There it is. Typhlosion Reverse Hollow, huh? From November. So I think that that's going to be over here. Ah, here it is. Oh, it's a nice card. Imagine not knowing where the clitoris is. There we go. Imagine not knowing where the cloister is. Look at this, guys. XY Breakthrough Typhlosion. And that graded 10. Really nice. There we go. All right. Andrea Navarro, 1Y Schwartz Pixar. You got it. If my card's already finished grading, I forgot to pay to add the QR code. Do I have to pay to regrade it and pay for the QR code? Oh, I see what you're saying. So you got a card and you want to send it through and get the QR code. I'm afraid you do, because the amount of work John has to do to re-encapsulate that is very similar to fully grading a fresh card. So we would consider that a, what would you call it, like a regrade or something like that. I would say yeah, because I feel like that's fair. You're doubling his work, and he was just following the original order. If I was the one who forgot to put the QR code onto the, let's say, the card saver, then we would redo it for free. But if it's a case where you either forgot or realized later you wanted the QR code, well then, it's a lot of work to have to get that re-encapsulated. As I would have to say yeah for that particular situation. Here we are, Andrea. Andrea, I'd like to do everything for free for you, actually. There we go. All right, we got Woody. Holographic Woody, there we go. And Mr. Piggy Bank. All right, cool. That's for Andrea Navarro. How much is the QR code? It's pretty cheap. It's only $5. However, you have to help. You have to actually locate the timestamp and then share it in the QR timestamp channel. So yeah, that's an add-on, and we try to advertise it all the time because it's a unique thing that we do. So that's why this card's on the table. You see this shining Kabutops? So he is an example of a great card with the QR code. So you can take a moment after the stream and scan this, and it will take you to the moment that we open this card. That's what's so cool. Now, that's on the label itself on the inside. And so people know that this shining Kabutops was pulled right here. Very cool. And it's a bit of extra work to get that QR code made, but you help out, and then we get it onto the label for you. It's kind of like, it's kind of like you could add subgrades on to CGC. Well, we add QR code. Personally, I think it's way cooler. All right, I'll set that there. Mr. Andrea. Let's find this. That one takes you to a short. Yeah, and that's possible. Like, it could be a timestamp that is simply part of a previous stream, or if your card made it to a short, it could be a short. Actually, I thought about having a fee where we can make it like a QR with the short, and so it takes you to your own, minute-long video of the poll or something. It all depends on how involved we are, how much work goes into it. What about a QR code that leads to a customized short? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. PSA does QR codes, but they just go to the certification page. Yeah, exactly. Just goes to their certification page, which is not as fun. Here's Andrew Flores. You missed part of my order. Andrew, did we fix it? Let's log into PayPal and look up Andrew Flores. Can we get a State of the Union address on the status of Pokistan? Pokistan is stronger than ever. As president of Pokistan, we're going to blah, blah, blah. That's what all those politicians do. They just get up there, talk about how great they are and how they fixed everything. Meanwhile, everyone's more poor. Everyone is more poor than they were before, which is the only real measure. Let's see. Don't let those politicians talk your ear off. If you are more poor, they did poorly. 4 of the new Final Fantasy packs, please, I have a bag. So, Andrew, did we not do that? I feel like we did. Was I distracted, Andrew? Okay, Andrew Flores. Change and hope. Yeah, change very little, actually. Here we are. All right, it looks like we, in fact, did miss his Final Fantasy card. So we're going to rectify that with some Final Fantasies. Here we are. All right. The new Final Fantasy set appears to be pretty popular. It's got multiple Sephiroths in it. That's probably the reason. It's also got multiple lightnings in it. All right, what we got? Rune Fencer. Oh, Zonde Full Art. Nice, man. You want change? Vote. For me. I'll change things, I promise. Here's Shiva. Well, I just think it's so hard to change things in this country because our politicians are always gridlocked. And they're gridlocked because we have 2 political parties that 100% completely disagree with each other and have nothing in common. So like abortion versus non-abortion, immigration laws, taxation, socialism, war, everything we're so heavily divided on, things that in the past we probably were more united on. Like nobody was wondering whether we should be a socialist country in the past. Democrat Party was against socialism in the past. Now they're like, yeah, we need everything to be socialism now. And so things have really changed. Here we are. All right. Andrew Flores. It's funny because socialism and communism always lead to an even steeper inequality between people. There ends up being like a super elite, kind of like the Chinese Communist Party or like the Cuban regime or whatever you want to point out, Venezuela. There's always this political class that becomes so powerful that they've never been before because they've got all the military power, but they've got all the money now too. So you've given your government, which already has so much power, all the money too, and you think that they're just going to be good people, and they're not, because that's not how power works. Power raises up bad people into positions. That's why small government is what has worked so well for America, and the federal government and socialism is what's causing our country to become more poor over time, because our politicians cannot stop spending money. They're just like chucking it all over the place. Here, Pakistan have $100 million for gender studies, which is that's actually a thing they've done with the 100. Was it 100 million? It might have been 200 million. So tell me, did we really have to spend? Of course not. Jonathan Ceruzzi, 10 Paradigm Trigger. You got it, Jonathan. And listen, that's not even a knock against gender studies or whatever it was. It's just the idea. Why am I paying for someone else in another country's education? What about our children? What about our country? How do we have money for this? We're so in debt, and everyone's struggling to survive. Everyone's struggling to pay rent. They're not even homeowners anymore. They can't even pay rent, so they don't own the home, and they can't pay the rent for the home that they're borrowing. But we have money to ship to other countries so they can learn about gender studies and feminism. Like, that's just crazy to me. So that's why I'm not for taxation and I'm not for large government, is because government always does that crap. Like, historically, governments have always done this. Governments always take your money and spend it on their pet project, where all their besties, their personal friends are. They've got friends in powerful places, and it's not you. And so they give money to their friends. They don't give money to the people who made the money. You're the commodity that they get the money from. They're not giving it back to you. They wanted to take it from you so they can spend it on the things that they're interested in, right? All right, Jonathan Ceruzzi. Let's see, Jonathan. Oh, that's a real thing, though. I don't know if you guys heard about that. I think we're pledging $200 million for Pakistan to learn about gender studies and feminism. I know that one because it's so outrageous it popped up. I'm a commodity, says Arturo. Well, you know, the difference is this, Arturo. When you go over to Amazon and you buy something on Amazon, you do so voluntarily. You buy something you like, Pokemon cards maybe, you do so because you feel like doing it. The government doesn't care what you think of where it sends the money. It doesn't. You have to pay taxes. You have to deal with the government printing your money out of value, out of purchasing power, and then just shipping it to whoever they want to ship it to. But not to you, because you're not there to receive the money. You're there for the government to take money away from. You're their source of money, and that's how they see you. That's how powerful rich people see citizens. They don't see you as, oh, I'm here to take care of the citizen. You're their source of income. They're thinking, how can we get more from them? What can we spend more on? Not the things they want, like cheap housing, cheap food, I can afford a girlfriend, I can afford children. Those are the things you want as an individual. The government doesn't care about that. Government cares about its vision, its special project, its unusual goal, its special friends, right? Those powerful people, they got friends. They got ideas. You're not part of it. You're just there to send your money to them. You're their source of energy that they're harvesting. Mister, we're all just wallets. Yeah, a little bit. All right, Jonathan Ceruzzi. Mr. Jonathan. That's what's so good about capitalism. I like capitalism, not crony capitalism, which you could argue is actually like a monopoly or it's fascism. But like, I'm talking about the original idea of a free market where you get all the money that you earned and you can spend it where you want on the things that you want. But when you're taxed really heavily and then that money starts to subsidize things that you don't want, that's no longer capitalism, that's socialism. And it's like a stone's throw away from basically communism. So let's find that bag, Jonathan. You like Garth Brooks? Mr. Display my TCCG God Pack Pikachu. I should. The government is such a gold digger. Yeah. Well, it's sad that you won't hear this in school. You will hear some angry guy on YouTube like me ranting about it, but you will not hear this from your teachers because your teachers, they receive their money from the government. So why would they tell you the truth about how the government sees you, how the government spends money, how bad the government is with money, how the government destroys your buying power so that you are way, way poorer than your grandpa was and your great-grandpa were because the government just prints it up and sends it to other countries. Why would they tell you that so that you could get mad at the government and demand lower taxes when the teachers are the ones feeding, being drip fed that money from the government? They'll never tell you any of this stuff. It's not in their interest for you to know. It is against their interest for you to understand this. Chu Calvin, one large main list. Oh, man. That's a scary one. Okay, you got it, man. Whoa. Whoa. Chu Calvin is in. This is like the high rollers betting table, basically. This is the large. You could buy a spot directly in the large. It gives you a 1 in 39 odds of pulling this card. $3,900 divided by 100 is 39 spots. So this is just the cheapest buy now price divided by $100. Pop 80, nice swirl on the side too on that one. I like that. And Chris Abruzzo and Chu Calvin have bought directly in. Now, Robert Vizzo, he got his spot through what's called the sub list. If you're new and you're watching, you don't understand. Here's the sub list. Sub list is just $20 a spot. And this list gives you a chance to get onto this list. So there's 11 spots here, 20 bucks each. 2 people from this list will go over here. So that is a way for you to participate in the large for just 20 bucks. But, your odds are smaller if you're buying from the sub list because first you got to win here before you have a chance over here, right? So how's the main list coming along? Weirdly, I feel like it's coming along faster than the last list. People are actually moving this list. Like Chris and Chu Calvin both just bought a spot. And people are actually buying onto the sub list. Previous large really wasn't moving. So it's obvious to me that people are interested in the rare chance to pull an extremely expensive card. So that's fascinating. And maybe that means that we've actually found an improvement and a true use for the large. But that was the original use for the large. That's how it used to be before I changed it to be like 4 cards worth, I don't know, like $400 each or something like that. And then a bunch of pity pulls. So that version of the large, I mean, that's succeeded in the past too. Usually that version of the large does well when you put in like a modern Charizard and then everyone wants that modern Charizard. Are there going to be pity pulls in the new large? There's 0 pity pulls. It's just that one pull. No other things in the large at all. So everyone else will get like an energy card for their booster pack. You will get an energy card, but one guy will get the Scyther. So it's very scary. Very, very scary. Your odds are 1 in 39. A 1 in 39 is way better than the lottery, by the way. Just pointing that out. Tyler Davis says 10 Astrals. You got it, man. That is sort of like the high rollers table, which is exactly what the large was always meant to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I just need to put like a gold star Pokemon in there. What do you guys think of that? Isn't lottery 1 in a million, 100,000 million? Something crazy. All right, Tyler Davis. 1 in 39. And somebody will guaranteed win. And he got to be clicking his heels. Here we are. And sending naughty pictures to his wife of the win. There we go. All right. Tyler Davis. We got Miltank. We got trekking shoes. Can we slab away the large? 3 spots. I'll allow it. I feel like you don't need to do that. I feel like what you can do is just open up a store credit with me and just keep adding money to the store credit. It's the same thing, but it saves you money. I think the only reason you would put the large into SLAB-AWAY is if you're worried that all the spots will fill up before you've saved up $300. Not that different from buying $100 worth of packs, except I've never pulled something as valuable as that Scyther from $100 worth of packs. Yeah, in a way that's true. In a way that's true. I wonder how many lottery winners had heart attacks. Hisuian Typhlosion is so ugly. Really? You don't like them? I actually always thought that it looked pretty cool. Here's Obstagoon. Yeah, I thought Hisuian Typhlosion was neat. I also liked what they did with Samurott, and I liked what they did with the last one, whatever his name was. Decidueye. Yeah, I thought that those designs, those Hisuian forms were really cool, and they definitely felt like they fit the feeling of the Legends of Arceus game. Yeah, I couldn't fault them on the designs. All right, cool. Tyler Davis. Honestly, spending on the large would have way better odds than buying any of the new sets. Here we are. Tyler Davis. I wish I could offer this kind of large more often, but it's very tricky. You know, like let's say I bought a card for $5,000. If I propose to sell it over let's say I propose to sell it for $7,000. People would just be mad. They'll be like, you can't sell it for $7,000. That's too much over. And I'd be like, all right, well then I'd rather sell booster packs that cost me $5,000 for $7,000, but they're $5 a piece. See what I'm saying? All right. So Tyler Davis. Thank you so much, Tyler. You had a great day today, man. You're going to get a good grade on that, Noivern. I could tell when we were looking at it. Unless there's something that shows up under the light, but I don't know. We have an order now from Tony Stanton, $23 slab on table, reverse hollow. Okay, must be this one, huh? All right, that's Magnemite. Tony Stanton. Helps me out if you say the Pokemon name. Thanks, Tony. So you got 2 slabs now, Tony. Now remember, they don't automatically ship. They get put into a holding location. Arturo Perez, bulk grade 3 Fortnite Series 3 cards, the Hollow, the Snowman, and the Clown. Oh, okay, you got it, man. All right. Wait, what's going on? Oh, I know what it is. You got multiple bags. Is that what's going on? All right. Got to go to work. Thank you so much, man. Have fun at work. Really? I didn't put the Fortnite in the back? You think I would have? Oh, man. What am I doing? Ah, here we are. Got it. Hey, Perez is a Mr. Cut. I love y'all. I'm a Snowman and Cloud are comments. Yes. That I was anticipating because I know only one hollow came out of. Here's the Snowman. Okay. Looking cute. Mister, I need some luck tonight. Help me get that WEISS SP. Man, I wish I could. I know those signatures are pretty rare. Let me know if that Zelle payment went through. Oh, I trust you, man. I'm not too worried about it. If you notice that it doesn't go through, contact me and let me know, okay? Hi, mister. I hope you are well. Or are you talking about a new payment? Did you send in a new one? Is that what you're saying? Oh, that's a killer clown. He looks very creepy. All right, cool. Killer clown for sure. I never played Fortnite. I played like one or two. No, I played one match of Fortnite on the Xbox a long time ago. I just thought it was kind of boring. I thought it was kind of like, so yes, you know, there was like building, there were weapons and items and all that. And I was like, it feels like every shooter. Maybe the problem was by the time I reached Fortnite, I'd already played too many shooter games by then. And, you know, it was just hard for me to get excited over any shooter game. Same payment I sent for, oh, sounds good. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I bet you that's probably fine. I got a friend who hates clowns. Guess who's getting that slab? Here we are. COD is the big rod. Mister is saying that because a kid cranked 90s on him. Yeah. Here we are. Can we slab away cards from Discord? Yes, that's the whole point of it. The whole reason I have cards in Discord is so that you can slab them away from there. There we go. All right. Arturo Perez. Thank you, Arturo. Well, guys, I'm going to call no more orders. It's 6:14. I should be done already. Mister, they made a Fortnite X Pokemon game called Pal World. What? There we go. Joshua Pinheiro, let's put John to work. 4 more bulk grades. All right, you got some cool cards up here. And yeah, we're trying to get John plenty of work. And that's why I lowered the price of grading again. You see, for me, I could just make him part-time. But if John's part-time, he doesn't make as much money. And so I want John to be able to make full-time money. I could just tell John 6 hours a day. And that would be very easy to do. Got to do that one. Got to do this one. Got to do this one. All right, cool. So now the question is one last card, right? Got your sport cards. So we got to pick out one more for you. I think I'd like to give this guy a shot. Here we are, the Eevee. All right, beautiful, man. I told you has some great cards in there. There we go. All right. I think I could keep John full-time anyways. I would have to teach him how to sell things on eBay, though. And that is a very different kind of work. I don't know if John likes that kind of work. eBay? Because I gave him access to my eBay account and told him he can list anything he wants. But he always does that last, and he doesn't do a lot of it. So I suspect it's not very fun. Selling stuff is, it's work, you know. Selling stuff is work. It's a kind of work. And it might not be everyone's cup of tea. I did a lot of eBay when I was in college, though. I did tons of eBay. I did eBay for my father. Yeah, when I was a kid. That's where I learned all this, how to sell stuff at home. Back then, we were so poor, man. My dad was looking for a way to bring more income in. I kind of like listing stuff on eBay. You know, it's fun when you sit down and you get a lot of it done in one sitting. I think the hard part actually is later when you have to get the item all shipped out and everything. All right, cool. That's for Joshua Pinheiro. Now, you had a bag already. Let me just grab that. Wait, did you have a bag? Oh, I just wrote it down. Okay, we'll get you a bag. Carl is a very smart guy. Who? Karl Marx? Karl Marx is a stinky butt. You're talking about someone else, probably. You're so smart, Carl, says TJ. All right. There we go. I've thought about all Karl Marx's ideas for a long time. I honestly just believe he's a stinky guy who came up with the idea that you can use politics to take private property away from other people. That's basically it. So you get a feeling in your heart where you go, oh, look at all these people. They got so much more than me. I want that stuff. Maybe I can just take it from them. And that's it. I think that's it. That's essentially socialism in a nutshell right there. Cheese, 1 V-star. Maybe I can just take that stuff from them. Here we are. You talk about means of production and all that stuff. You can get the means of production. Just go start your own company. I couldn't do that. Well, the guy who has a company, he did it. You know what I mean? Now, then there's bigger issues then, like monopolies who create a barrier of entry to the market. Now, that's a whole different subject. That's crony capitalism, and that should be regulated. But as long as you can wake up and start your own farm, your own business, then there's never a need for you to go take someone else's business away from them because, oh, means of production and all that. You know what I mean? Start your own farm. It's much easier, actually, to go steal someone's well-established farm. And so I think that's the one reason why socialism is so popular. They go, why would I start my own company when it's so hard to start companies when I can just take this other guy's company away from him? So people talk about socialism like it's this righteous and moral thing. I feel like it's the opposite of that. Here's Dennis Sanders. 6 Weiss, is it wrong to pick up misters? Let's see. If you can pull mister, you're doing pretty good. I have very high standards. For example, let me take a look at that Diglett. Oh, that's not a Diglett, that's a cutie fly. Yeah, what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Mr. Top G needs your help. Oh, man. Top G. Here we go. Wait, the means of production should be for us. Cheese for ban. I hear people complain that, you know, the workers are like underpaid and all that. So the way I see that, I see the labor market as like its own economy. And if the boss isn't willing to pay you very much, the real reason your boss isn't willing to pay you much is because he can always replace you with another guy. So your real problem is not your boss. Your real problem is the other guy who's willing to do your job for less money. That's your real competition. That's your real problem. And when there's too many guys and too few jobs, wages go down. So if there's too many guys looking for a job, what that really means is you need to go start a business. That's what that means. It means there's lots of labor. So you got lots of labor and cheap labor prices, go start a business, any business. People don't think that way. That's one of the big problems. They go, well, maybe I should just take the means of production away from the guy who created the means of production. You know what I mean? If I can just take his stuff, all these problems will be solved. There we go. I think about this stuff pretty much all day long. I'm like obsessed with it. It's very fascinating to me. It's like a video game for me in my mind. Oh my God. Dude, this card's crazy, man. If you grade that card, I think it's a money card. Good thing I'm a plumber and I can rob people like Mister. Yeah, that's a good point, man. All right, let's see. Well, you know, people need plumbers. So I called the plumber. So that's how it goes. People need a car mechanic. People need a car engineer. They need construction workers. All these nice things we have, you can't take them for granted. That's somebody's labor. Here we are. I got my CDL. I want to jump in a truck if I need to. All right, Dennis. Dennis, that card's a winning card, man. There's just no way. I feel like I could open up a case of this set right now, pull all these hollow booby girls out, get them all graded, and flip them. $20 an hour isn't a livable wage, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, well, that's probably going to constantly happen. That's constantly going to be the case. What's going to happen is everyone's going to go to $25 an hour. Not going to be enough money. They're going to go to $30 an hour. Not going to be enough money. They're going to go $35 an hour. Never going to be enough money. Because every time you increase the minimum wage, the cost of rent follows that change. Because it's all supply and demand, isn't it? The moment all minimum wage earners are all collectively earning $5 more, they all demand to rent a room from the landlord. And he says, oh, look at all this extra demand. I got lots of extra demand now. They're all capable of paying more money. Time to raise my rent. So that's kind of how it works. Tyler Davis, 10 Chili Willies. It was kind of like this idea where we'll have feminism and all the women will work. And then we'll be wealthier. But it turns out you're not. The only person who really got wealthier was the government for collecting more taxes and the CEO for having cheaper labor. But what happened was when the man and the woman started working and they bid on a house together with both their incomes, then this guy who's working by himself is outbid and he says, wait a second, my wife needs to work too. So now everyone's wives are working and they all bid on the same house and the price of the house goes up by like times 10 over time. We're all bidding up the price of homes. 10 Chili Rain, 5 grades for me, 5 grades for up to you. Oh, okay, you got it, Tyler. Let's see what we got. Tyler, you're being just so generous today. That's sexist. Here we are. Sneep. Local work in the DMV area, so cost of living there is crazy in Fairfax County, VA. Well, you've exchanged your ability to have lots of children with young women for your ability for a young woman to work with you as your partner, your business partner, and earn more money. And this works to the degree that your particular woman is a high earner compared to other women. So now women are in their own kind of work competition. And if your woman's not a high earner, well, then you're losing that competition and not having children. It's very terrible. The average man, the lower class man is in a worse spot today than ever before as a result of the outcome of issues like socialism and feminism, even though he's told it's the other way around. It is not. Here's Wheezing. Men in the 1950s probably had it better than in any time period, and it has since then changed considerably. Your great-grandfather had a better paying job and probably a better dating market, and he had more children, he had more sex. Nowadays, it's real competitive, real competitive. I just realized I'm like 10 minutes behind. The minimum wage is the problem. Everything gets more expensive. Well, that's because minimum wage is never a solution to what's really going on. Minimum wage is not a solution to what's going on. Here we are. All right. That's why I always pose people with this question. If you think raising the minimum wage is the solution, why not raise it to $100 an hour? Back when diarrhea almost killed you. Well, yeah, obviously there was a lot of medical inventions that hadn't been made back then. That doesn't mean that all the advancements we've made today were necessarily the correct decisions. You know what I mean? Here we are. Countries, they rise and they fall based on their ideas. The idea, like Rome, for example, is gone. Rome fell. That was a country where its ideas didn't work. And so it went bye-bye. And so every country is capable of doing that. Rome's just the example everyone points to because they were the big dogs back then, right? Oh, this is nice. I like the so really, Tyler, I would say you should grade your Millennial Falcon. There it is. Well, actually, this has a big white dot up here. I'm going to give you a card that says 10 grades, okay? Actually, I'm a little confused. You said 5 grades for me, 5 grades for up to you. Are you trying to tell me that you're donating 5 grades? I don't take medicine, but when I had diarrhea, I didn't die. A lot of people act like the 50s were the worst time period ever in history. And there were problems in the 1950s that we've since solved. But one of the things that we had in the 1950s was there was a stronger family unit and people had children and you could afford a home. Your factory job could help you retire. You know what I mean? And we have become considerably poorer since then. And people are trying to figure out why. And they think that the reason why is because we're not socialists. It's like, no, the reason America was so powerful in the 1950s is because it had almost no socialism. That's why it was so good. Millennial Falcons. It's Millennium Falcon, right? Okay, here we go. 10 TCCG. Oops. Grades. Donate 5 and do 5 for me. Okay, I got you. So we're donating 5 grades. And then you got 5 grades. What I'm going to do for you, Tyler, I'm going to write you down as having 5 grades, man. It is like this. And I'll put this in the front of your bag. But I want to make sure we actually got a nice card to grade for you, okay? We don't want to grade energy cards for you. We want to make sure we grade your hits. So I'll leave that in your bag for the moment. And then Tyler Davis is donating 5 grades to you guys. And that would be $40. Man, you're just way too generous today. $40 is going to be the next guy in the line. Let's see what it is. Super Dan, are you serious? Wow, Super Dan won the earlier giveaway today. He says, let me get a V-Star Universe Snipe, please. Tibby says, me. Wow, Super Dan. Right place, right time, twice today. Man, Super Dan. Mister, I just want to pew. Actually, you know what I could, well, I don't know. I was going to say, you know what I could have done? I could have used that to grade just like 5 nice cards and then just hand those graded cards away after they're done grading. Super Dan for ban. Super Dan's just getting too much. Okay, Super Dan, I'm going to write on your bag that you have 5 free grades. Those are from your bestie, Tyler Davis. Obviously rigged. Do both, says Tibby's. I might do both. Yeah, I might have some simple cards graded. 5 TCCG. All right, so those are a gift from Tyler Davis to Super Dan. Very generous. Robert Vizzo, 1 live, 1 spot in the Japanese base set. You got it, Robert Vizzo. We're wrapping up, guys. No more orders. Super Dan is wigged. 1 live. Ah, that's a cold live custom, Robert. No Mo. That's right. All right. Tyler's super generous today. We have Micah Loria. 1 Japanese base set, 1 bulk grade for when it's pulled. Okay, so you want it graded right away. We're going to write you down as Micah Loria. 1 bulk. Okay. Put you there. Ruben Aguilar, 4 Silver Tempest. I have 40 minutes to decide which Haskins or Chubba Hubbard. What? Leave Dan alone. Shaniqua, don't live here no mo. All right. I wish that schools taught young kids how to be better businessmen, how to have the entrepreneurial spirit and succeed more in life, because I feel like if American society was like destroyed in a nuke or like a reset button, I feel like the children today, including perhaps myself, could not rebuild America. We just don't have the skills. We don't have the skills. We don't have the bravery or the courage, you might say. What we all really know how to do is just go ask for a job that's already been created. And there's very few job creators. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a dangerous way to be. And it's the real reason that so many people feel poor. You know, so the real solution to the problem with minimum wage is to have many more businessmen start businesses. And then when they start to compete over labor prices go up and suddenly you're wealthier. Ruben Aguilar. That's the real pathway to success and wealthiness. So we need lots more businessmen to come in and open up a restaurant, open up a saloon, open up a whatever it is you're going to open up. Some sort of manufacturing, some sort of creativity thing, some sort of innovation thing, some service. And you start competing with other businessmen for customers' money. Well, their profits start to slide. They don't make as much profit because they got to share it now. They got to share the profits with you, the other businessman. And now you guys are competing over the labor market too. You want labor, he wants labor. And because of this, you have to offer more money to attract workers to you. That's how everyone becomes more wealthy. That's how the inequality in the market gets leveled out that way. But right now, if there's very, 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 very few businessmen willing to start businesses and run them, and lots of people who just want to be an employee who clocks in and out and doesn't do a lot of thinking each day, well, then, yeah, there's going to be this huge disparity. One super ultra wealthy businessman who gets all the labor value, he gets really cheap labor, he gets all the customers, and then lots of employees going, why are we so poor? Well, it's because you're not going out there and competing with him in industry. You know what I mean? But I just, you know, it's just like schools just don't teach you that. I don't know why, but I do kind of know why. It's because why would they? Schools are ran by smart, rich people. The schools are ran by the elite. They're not there to help you get out of being like a commodity, in my opinion. What's up, man? It's Omega Jose. 5 paradigm trigger and ship my bag. We're all done for the daytime stream. I'll be on again tonight. You're welcome to place an order for tonight or join us tonight. We'll open lots of cards for you. My children will be my free labor. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how it worked in the past, I think, right? And very often you took the trade that your father was doing. Here we are. Mister, I've worked my way to the top of the workforce. Nice, man. I made one more order just as you were saying no mo. All right, this is for Nelson. Sweet. I need to have sex for that, Perez, says Cheese. Wait, what? Hey, Mr. Late to the party. What's up, Gregory? How's it going, man? We're going to be live again tonight. How hot were the gifts? Oh, they're very hot. All right, there we go. Very, very, very. Pretty. All right. I couldn't share them with you. It wouldn't be appropriate. The Squared Mods took a vow of celibacy. Yes, of course, a vow. Had a meeting at work last night. I have to work New Year's Eve overnight. No fun allowed. Ah, it's okay, man. It's just a day, isn't it? I'll be working New Year's Eve too, okay? Pat Gibbs says 2 more Minecraft. Okay. He says swap the offcenter grade for the better Minecraft cord or the blonde waifu in my bag. All right, here we are, Minecraft. All right, Pat, I was worried that would happen. Experience with your mom. Doing your mom. There's Steve. He's off center too. And there's Beowulf. That's Arctic Fox. Some speeder killed my cat, my best friend. Are you serious? Man, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible. Oh, man. For the first time, I witnessed a dog getting ran over by a truck. That was earlier this year. It was horrible. I was like, it felt traumatizing to watch it. And my wife was really upset. But we were driving by. These dogs ran out into the road, and I swerved around them. But the oncoming truck just pummeled right through them. And it was really horrible to watch that. And they were larger dogs, too. And so, but, you know, that was the owner's fault, probably, for letting the dogs roam around like that. It was out in a busy road. But, yeah, I mean, ran over by a car. It's so awful. What's for dinner? I don't know. I don't know what I'll eat for dinner. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Pat Gibbs. I find it interesting that animals are not more aware of cars because animals are so skittish. They're so naturally skittish. All right, let's see. So I feel that these all are off-center too. I was truck driver for dairy fields. I would see dead cows every day. Oof. The blonde-haired girl. Here it is. What time is the stream tonight, mister? Well, we stream around 11 p.m., 12 a.m. is when it roughly starts. That's the nighttime stream, assuming I don't get distracted, let's say, by my wife. Because sometimes she's very distracting. Just depends on what time of the month it is, I guess. I'm about to go cut my hair. Oh, my God. I think animals sense life forces. Something, I don't know. Because, you know, you snap a twig and the animal will go running. You drive straight toward them in a 1,000, 2,000-pound vehicle, and they just stand there, and they're like, oh, you gonna run over me? Mister likes talking about sex just as much as Tate. What's nice and soft, but can also be scary and sting? I like talking about sexuality. Does anyone not like talking about sexuality? The nighttime stream isn't East Coast. Stir-fried doggy for dinner. I have a great fascination with human sexuality. Tyler Davis says, 10 evolving skies. You got it. All right. My dad saw a guy with no head. What? So, no head? Mr. dips his bag in the red tea. One final $50 slab giveaway. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you got it. Tyler Davis. Tibby says, me. Mr. Tyler, let's see what we got. All shaft, baby. Let's go, says Jonathan Emmons. Snip all that up. Okay. We got Cutie Fly. That's the smallest Pokemon, by the way. Pyroar. Hoppip. Here's Drowsy. Rayquaza. Wow, look at that. Beautiful pull, man. Look at that. That was a very good box. Here's Nickit and Lycanroc. Wow. It's so funny because normally I feel like Evolving Skies is so stingy. Appleton. Oh my gosh, Crazy Ray. And Kyurem. All right, that's for Tyler Davis. Dude. Ugh. So, Tyler, you've got 5 grades. I'm sure that the Rayquaza would be a good one, okay? We'll set them in your bag for the moment. You know, your bag's very fat from all these guys. All right. Now, Tyler has generously donated $50. This one's 44. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Perfect card for this. Okay, let's get that giveaway going. So it's going to be the same keyword as before. Are you ready? Let me refresh the page. Oh, before you type it in, let me set it up, actually. If I'm hitting refresh, I got to set it up. Okay, there we go. It's good to go. Here's the keyword. This is Tyler Davis. These are capitalized, and there's a space in between, okay? Dennis Sanders says 5 more of the Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls because we pulled some boobies. You got it, man. 5 more. Oops. 2, 3, 4. And a 5. So this is for Dennis Sanders. Mr. Dennis. Hollowed. Pointy-eared hollow. That's what I meant to say. Whoa! Goddess Judgment. Okay. What is with that string she's wearing under her boobs, man? And where do I find that outfit for my girlfriend? Looking for that sig. Here's... Oh. Oh. Wow. Here we are. All right. No signature, though. Sorry about that. How's it going, Dakota Burns? This goes to Dennis Sanders. Mr. Dennis. Remember, guys, no more orders. There we go. All right, I'm going to hit the roll button. Give me a minute. And roll. This goes to Sean Miller. Sean Miller. Oh, I didn't know Nightbot announces it. Oh, that's cool. All right, cool. That is a gift from Tyler Davis to you. Tyler Davis hosted that giveaway. Are you out of the WISP Star Wars for next stream? The WISP? Oh, WEISS is what you're saying. Yes, I am out of WEISS Star Wars, but we're going to get more. But not until after I move. Got to move first. All right, that's the end of the stream, guys. I had a lot of fun. Sean says I won. You won. Can you believe it? All right, guys, I had a lot of fun. I'll see you tonight in the nighttime stream, and I'll get more cards to give away during that stream, too. See you later.